Good afternoon and welcome to Pearcedale Football Ground today. Thanks to, of course, Ray White, Frankston, Woolworths, Coringal. Play of the day. It is an absolute cracking day. We started off, it was absolutely shocking here in Pearcedale.
It was pissing down.
Yeah, it was. It was P1SSing. The suns are out. The gods are listening. We're outside doing our community broadcast, and this is absolutely brilliant, isn't it, Michael Voss? As I always say, good afternoon to you, mate, for the first time. How good is this? An
absolute swarm of people around the ground short pass. It's great to see them around here. And football's well and truly back. And in the last quarter in the reserves, it's DevonMeadows up by 2 points, 4-5-29 to 3-9-27. Before we get into the match this afternoon, the umpires have got a pretty significant job out there at the moment. And we've got Darren Holt from the SUA. Holty, good afternoon.
G'day, Vossie. Good to be here.
And okay, Holty, a lot of people know you. Some might not. Some listeners might not. Your role at the SUA?
Yeah, well, my role was with AFL South East.
Yep.
I'm the regional director of umpiring. I started that role at the start of 2020. We didn't have a season, so I basically haven't done much as it is administratively. But this year, it's certainly been full on. It's been and every club's the same. You know, everyone's looking for more people to help around the club, and the SUA and the AFL South East, we're exactly the same. You know, we're still looking for umpires. At this stage, we're probably 200 short of where we were this time last year. So you know, we will have games this year that won't have boundary and goal umpires, which is not just us; it's right across the state. State numbers that we've heard says that field umpire numbers are down about 20% across the state. Wow. Boundary and goal umpires are down about 40 to 50%. So,
where do you think that's come from, Holty?
I think it's because during COVID and during lockdown, people found other things to do.
Yep.
You know, they found other things to occupy their time on a weekend, and thought, you know what, football's not as important to me as it used to be. So they've gone and found other things to do. You know, families might go away. You know, people might have found work over the weekend. But the great thing is that those of us that are still around are really passionate about the game. Yeah. I've been doing this for 32 years. You know, I've haven't had a year off. I don't want to have a year off. I just love what I do. I enjoy it, you know. And even when the field umpire this morning at 10 o'clock held the ball up and heard the siren, I had a tear in my eye.
Absolutely.
You know,
I think there's not too many people around this morning, I know, Vossie, that wouldn't have just had, you know, some part of their body just give little tingles.
You were talking about movement this morning, and I reckon you had probably a little bit of movement below the waist short pass.
There absolutely was movement. Now, Holty, it's not a volunteer position, is it?
No, umpires do get paid.
Yep.
They get well paid too, don't they?
They get paid.
That's right. Well, it's better for a 14-year-old kid umpiring. It's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
Exactly. If you're a 14-year-old kid umpiring out here this afternoon on a boundary, for example, you know, you're going to walk away with 60, 70 bucks in your pocket. If you're a good young field umpire, you know, today they'll be earning about 120.
2 hours work.
It is seriously good money. If you think about it, Vossie, as an hourly rate. Oh wow! There's not too many. There's not too many jobs where you can go and get that sort of money.
Okay, you get well paid, you meet new people, and you're exercising.
Absolutely, you know, and there's nothing better than that. You know, making a couple of bucks while you're getting fit. And if you play football, you know, umpiring can be a great way to run out a bit of soreness. So if you play on a Saturday, and you might get a bit of a niggle, go and umpire some junior footy on the Sunday to help run out those niggles. It gets you involved in the community. It also helps us with numbers, but it also creates that volunteer aspect of, you know, I'm part of something. I'm part of something that's important to a lot of people.
Okay, so there are 2 training venues. Just give a little bit more information for people that want to think about umpiring or want to become an umpire. Where do they train, and what other information can you give us?
We have 2 training venues. Our major one is at the Cannonook Reserve in Seaford. The SUA have had their own rooms there, and we're one of the few umpiring groups in the country that have their own actual established rooms that they own, and that's at Cannonook Reserve. There's also a second base at Carlisle Park in Cranbourne East, and we train there every Monday and Wednesday night starting at 6 o'clock. So if anyone's interested, you can reach out to us through the AFL South East website or the sua.org.au.
What's the age range that the umpires normally go by? Your youngest would be, I'm guessing, about 13?
12, 13-year-old, yeah. We can register 12-year-olds, but they can't start umpiring until they're 13.
Yep.
Certainly field umpiring. And I think our oldest umpire is 76 years old.
Who's that?
I believe it's Rod Young.
It is Youngie, is it? Okay, my brother-in-law, okay. There you go. I wasn't even thinking of Youngie being the oldest because I was actually thinking of someone like Grant Bell, but Belly's given it up this year, hasn't he?
He has, unfortunately. Grant's one of those long servants who just did it because he loved it. Not only that, he was good at it. And that's the thing, all of our coaches are AFL accredited. So you're not just going to turn up and have someone say, right, you go here, you go there. You're actually going to get properly coached by people that have been there and done it.
And Holty, I suppose, in saying that, mate, it's absolutely most worth putting the time and effort into these kids, because if you don't, it's only going to come back later on, isn't it, when there's complaints about their ability to umpire and officiate games. It's absolutely worth every effort to be able to put the time back into them.
100%, because it's not just about umpiring, Umpiring, it can be a tough job. It can be a very easy job and a rewarding job, but it teaches you a bit of resilience. Yep. It develops character. It also creates an atmosphere where you are supported.
Yeah.
There are people there that are in the same position that you are. Some are brand new that are coming through with you. Some have been there a long, long time that will help you through. And if you can come out the other end, and there's options to go to VFL football, to AFL football, and that's where the big money is, and that's the carrot that we try to offer them. That umpiring, it's not just something to fill in your time. There's actually a pathway to it.
Yeah.
You walk into the Southern umpires' rooms, and you walk in the door, and you go to the far wall, and there's a whole list of people there that have done AFL or VFL games in the day, and everyone gets their photo taken at some stage when they do mark their first VFL/AFL game, which is a great thing as well.
Absolutely.
And it's had the great umpires back then, like Johnny Russo and Rowan Saws and these sort of guys all the way up. Now, I believe you and Tammy Peck are the contacts to try and get to some umpires happening.
We are, yes. The best way to contact us is, as I suggested earlier, reach out to the two websites.
Yep.
There's inquiries about umpiring on the AFL Southeast website. The SUA also promote umpiring, which is fantastic. The SUA and the AFL Southeast seem to be working very closely in order to make it great for everyone in community sport.
Boys, if I can just interject there for a second, we're at the fourth quarter, at the 3 minutes and 37-minute mark of the fourth quarter, obviously. Pearcedale Football Club 4-10-34. Devon Meadows have just kicked a goal. Vossi to go 5-5-35, so they're 1 point ahead.
With 3 minutes to go, because that's counting down. So,
Yep.
Massive crowd here. It's turned into a beautiful day. Look, Holdy, thanks once again for joining us, and either contact Darren Holt or Tammy Peck or through the website, whatever you have to do. And training is what time again?
6 o'clock Mondays and Wednesdays. Our juniors is Mondays and our seniors are Mondays and Wednesdays.
Right. So good luck. Hopefully you get a bit of a kick along with the umpires, because the umpires are part of the game, aren't they?
Absolutely. Without the umpires, the game doesn't go ahead, Holty.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
Exactly right. Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your time, Holdy. Darren Holt there, just giving the umpires a bit of a push along, hopefully, and we'll get some umpires out of this back into the Southern umpires, because they desperately need them at the moment. And we will. So we're live on Facebook at the moment, and we're going to be live on the radio shortly. Can't wait! I absolutely can't wait today. This is it's a big crowd. It is a local derby, but there's plenty of cars here, Short Pass.
Yeah, look, there is. I know the crowd's still building, Vossi. There's people packed under the pavilion. It's got a real vibe to it, mate. I've said it a few times this morning and already this afternoon, but it absolutely just, there's a smell in the air. It's just absolutely brilliant to be back. I can't put it into words. I've struggled a bit this morning. I've struggled a bit this afternoon, but it's just something else. There's a smell. There's a real smell. That's all I can say.
And it's not me doing a David Hart either.
No, it's not you, mate. Not on this occasion. Cracking game of football we've got in the reserves, Vossi. But let's just have a dip into this afternoon's game. Of course, Pearcedale hosting Devon Meadows Football Club. It's mate, both teams have picked up some great players. Both teams have got some first gamers in there, which is always great to see. Devon Meadows, Nathan Drew, of course, his first game, and Eric Zurek. Mate, there's on paper good looking sides.
Yeah, look, Devon Meadows are a side that obviously they're ambitious. We thought they've recruited. They're ambitious. They want to get up the ladder, don't they? So,
yeah, absolutely. And a stat for yourself, Fossey. 601 days since Pearcedale last played. It was round 18, and mate, it was the controversial sinkhole where the game had to get cancelled.
My niece was umpiring that game.
That game had to get cancelled at Coringle, so the ground just started to sink within itself. Craigie drew, of course, over in Cape York's watching, so g'day to you. We're going to hopefully have some input from him today.
I drove past Somerville coming here, and I can tell you there's a big crowd at Somerville because Somerville are playing YCW in a practice game.
Oh, wouldn't that be brilliant? Some of them are going to be the goods this year, I reckon, too, Vossi. They're going to be probably top 4 again, I reckon.
Yeah, look, they're a side that'll be up there. Lang Warren probably the side to beat in this competition through many people's eyes.
Absolutely, but of course, as we know, Seaford took on, who did they take on in the practice match the other day? Bomb Beach, and they were very, very, very impressive, apparently.
So we've got, literally the siren's going to go right now, and the ball's in the centre of the ground, and that is a win to Devon Meadows, subject to the umpires conferring. Of course, 5-5-35, they've beaten Pearcedale 4 goals, 10-34. So a good start for Devon Meadows reserves there, and
well, Devon Meadows took out under-19s as well. No, though Pearcedale did.
Going to say Pearcedale was smacking them early.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the final score was there. We'll try and get that to our viewers, of course, because under-19s football, very, very important. It's all about grassroots footy, and that's why we're here today. And that's thanks to Bendigo Bank, Woolworths Coringle. Make sure you get down to Woolworths Coringle. They're supporting RPPFM this year. And today, play of the day will be on behalf of Woolworths Coringle. We'll be giving $100 worth of a voucher, I suppose, worth of anything you bloody want for $100. So that's very, very nice of them. Ray White, one of our major sponsors this year. We're very, very pleased and happy to be in sponsorship with them. In fact, we've just opened up a new studio in Plain Street, Frankston.
Have a look at that.
Yeah, Brighton Auto, Battery World, Mornington. Absolutely love Battery World Mornington and the service they deliver. Very, very good, Vossi. And we spoke to, on the Topun Football Show this morning, we spoke to Pig, the president of Pearcedale Football Club, and just a shout out to, of course, Pearcedale sponsors, Birdettes, Pro Air, and Club Sports. Absolutely, just if you're thinking about being a sponsor for a local community football club, netball club, soccer club, make sure you jump on board, because they rely on sponsorship clubs, and a lot of people work very, very hard to make sure those sponsors come in. So we're very, very appreciative of our sponsors, not just for football clubs, but us ourselves, Vossi. They help us turn up every single day and buy the equipment that we need to get better and better.
And it's an absolute. We should take people for a tour through the van at some stage and just see what the equipment is in there. People wouldn't believe what sort of equipment we've got in there and how much equipment there is in there. So
yeah, look,
it's an amazing job that Sus and BT are doing there. So we will be underway shortly on radio. What time is it now? It's 9 minutes to 2. We're going live on air at 2 o'clock, I believe.
Yep, you'd be right. Just for the centre bounce, Vossi. So fantastic timing. We'll be introducing the on-air listeners as we get queued in. It's so exciting to be back as the umpires, the officiators, the master officiators take the field as the main umpire's about to hold the ball up in the air for that
senior
siren
umpire's
to go.
on the immediate right in Rowan David.
Yes, the stallion of the game.
The stud, yeah, he's nicknamed the stud.
You should have saw, I walked out earlier and he was just warming up. It's like, oh, he's just a man of process, isn't he?
He has been around for a lot of years, Rowan David. He's a very, very good umpire too. So, no, we look forward to seeing this game get underway very soon. And there's no other games happening today. This is the only game happening. So, if you're at home and you want to watch, I'm sure you'll be able to watch it through your phone or your iPad or whatever, and maybe stick it on your TV as well and have a bit of a watch. But
well, Chromecast, you can do all sorts of things these days, Vossi. And if you're out and about, make sure you flick us on the radio, 98.7 FM. And what's the other, the Frankston band?
98.3.
98.3. Make sure you tune in if you're out in the garden and you're just out and about and you want to listen to a bit of local footy, then we are the choice, because
we are the voice of Peninsula football.
Well, that's it. It's as simple as that, really, isn't it? As both Pearcedale and Devonmeadows take the field for the first time. Seniors, of course. Both teams looking quite tall, fit. They are absolutely keen and ready, as we said a moment earlier. Pearcedale have not played any sorts of football other than practice matches for 601 days. So that's a long time to be out of action.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking at Devonmeadows warming up out there. They've got some big boys out there.
Yeah. I during the three-quarter time break of the reserves, Vossi, I went and had a chat to Neil Craig, and I was having a look at the Devonmeadows boys, and they have some serious length to them. Very, very tall boys and big units. So very much looking forward to watching them go around, that's for sure.
Well, we might take the opportunity. Are we going to go to a break, Sus, before we get underway?
Yep, we'll be back very, very shortly. RPP FM, the voice of Peninsula football.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide. Chic, a station sponsor.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787 4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Welcome back to RPP FM, the voice of Peninsula football, where we are here bringing live to you Pearcedale taking on Devonmeadows. Absolutely stunning day here. A little bit overcast. There's not much wind out there, Vossi, which is set for absolutely cracking game of football.
Really is. It's two local rivals. It's two sides that want to get underway. As I said, Devonmeadows ambitious. They've recruited a fair bit since the last game they played, probably 600 or so days ago, and all of a sudden Pearcedale have got a very much a lot of young players out there, but they're very ambitious as well. And like I said, get off on the right foot, get off onto a winning note. It's the only game happening this afternoon. We get underway fully on Friday with Langwarrin taking on Seaford. That's the game we're going to be broadcasting on Good Friday. That's going to be an absolute cracker as well. And we talked about Seaford and we talk about Langwarrin, and they're playing each other round one.
Yeah, absolutely funny that, isn't it, Vossi? And just that's going to be a game that we haven't been. I mean, we've been to lots of games before, but it's going to be a twilight game. So we've got some new lights down there, I believe, down at Langwarrin, and Norm, the fantastic president down there, has asked us to come down for that game, a Good Friday game. Absolutely can't wait to be a part of that. And Langwarrin Football Club always looking after us. It's a pleasure to go down. Josh Beard, of course, at the helm of those boys. And yeah, look, it's Josh, a huge fan of the RPP FM Toe Pump Football Show, and of course the match of the day, generally brought to you by Bendigo Bank, of course. I'm just so excited to be here. I'm a little bit beside myself.
It's only a matter of about 2 minutes away and we'll be underway for the first game in 600 or so days. There you go. 601 days since Pearcedale played. So,
we called
Devon
finals,
Meadows will be the
obviously.
same as well. Sorry.
Yeah, well, so we called finals, and so it would have been around that 500. I think Sean said it this morning.
560 or something.
Yeah, it was around 560 days. So that's it's a huge moment for the peninsula, and if you've got an opportunity, make sure you come down, pay your $10 because it all goes towards obviously keeping our amazing local football competition going.
And you can watch all the action on RPP, the voice of Peninsula football. So we're just about to get underway. Both sides are heading towards their positions now, and we'll be underway any tick of the clock. But just looking at the way this ground sort of come up, admittedly it wasn't a mud heap or anything like that this morning, but it was pouring rain there for a bit.
Yeah, look, as I said, Vossi, at three-quarter time in the reserves match, I went out and did a bit of a lap of the oval, and there's not a drop of water in it. It's all gone away, mate. The ground is in amazing condition. It's just the stage is set. It really is. It's simple as that.
Well, Devon Meadows in their huddle, and Pearcedale walking their position. Pearcedale have got some big boys out there too.
Yeah, they have. Both teams obviously have really taken up their opportunities in 2020 by putting those few recruits, to make the side stronger. It's going to be competitive, tough, I think, in an under sort of game of football today with with high possessions. I believe, Vossi.
I know it's round one and it's things happen in round one, but what I'd like to see is a really good standard of game. Really, both sides really playing some attacking footy. That's what I'd like to see. Whether we see that or not's another thing. But
I reckon there'd be a few nerves out there too, Michael. I reckon. Both teams haven't played for a long time. Speaking to Neil Craig this morning on the football show, and look, I think he was sort of holding back a bit. Both teams very, very nervous, and just can't wait to get underway, I suppose.
Okay, so the umpire's got the ball in hand. Just waiting for the crowd to disperse off the ground. There's still a few people out there. Why is someone trying to tie their shoelace on the ground when we're trying to get football underway? Get off, people.
What's this little kid doing? I think he's just being a bit of a smart ass, to be honest. Looking around, wants to be centre of attention for a bit.
Yeah, bit of a prance, bit of a strut. Okay, the ball is aloft and we're back. MPNF football is back for the first time in nearly 600 days. Isn't it great to see it back?
It is.
And ball up in the centre of the ground as good tackle applied. Just looking at the Hugh Jones, the ruckman for Pearcedale. He's a big boy in there.
Huge lad.
As the umpire once again calls for a ball up.
The ball not moving anywhere really at all. Vossi, it's probably gone about 500 mil, I reckon.
Everyone wants to get a touch of the ball early. Don't worry about that. And
it's wrapped up again. It's a good start.
Thought the ruckman there for Devon Meadows being, I think, might have been Pasquale in the ruck. Thought he might have hurt himself, but no, he got back up. Might have just winded himself a little bit. That's a good tackle from behind. The umpire says play on. Still an opportunity inside attacking 50, but the Devon Meadows side will run the ball out and they go down towards the centre wing, and the mark has been taken there on this occasion. And it was taken by Berry. He went towards half forward. Ball picked up for Pearcedale, and they can go from half back. They can go down the line towards centre half forward, or bouncing rubber chest, that one. A ball bounced straight off the chest. Now an opportunity for Devon to load up once again. There's a short pass. And the mark wasn't taken there on this occasion. Still an opportunity at half forward. The umpire's going to call for a ball up.
I think fair few nerves out there, Vossi. Few drop marks. I think everyone just needs to settle down a bit.
Stefan Baumgartner was the player I was looking for there. He's one that dropped a mark there. And what's the umpire? No, I've heard another whistle, so it might be the netball still going. But there's an opportunity for Devon Meadows to go towards attacking 50. And is that a mark? I thought it was a mark.
No, play on, umpire said.
No, Fletcher now gets the ball off, and now they go inside attacking 50. Ball to about the forward pocket. Still an opportunity here for Devon, but good defensive play there by the Pearcedale side in Murray. It was, who goes out towards the defensive 50. Ball locked up out there. We've played about 2.5 minutes in the opening quarter and both sides haven't scored so far, and both sides in that sort of feeling out stage at this stage. So, quick kick down towards centre wing. It's picked up here and now a high kick. Now they can go forward, but not really the greatest of kicks, and that's a good tackle applied by Corey Hanger, and he will get the free kick for holding the ball.
This will be the real first entry for either side. Vossi going in. Pearcedale with the free kick, far wing flank position.
So Hanger goes in short, and that's a poor kick, and the mark has been taken there in defence, so Devon Meadows can switch.
Great defence by both teams thus far. Vossi only 2.5, nearly 3 minutes played in this first quarter.
Pascal got it, and got a hand pass off, and now they go towards the attacking 50. Fletcher off the ground, still off the ground. He keeps going. Murray will charge out from full back to try and cut off the danger of a Devon Meadows chance at goal. Still an opportunity for them on the right foot. A snap at goal. It's going to be a goal.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's just off target. I called a goal because the player there in Hamish McLeod, he let it go. He was on his own in the goal square. He could have possibly gone up for that mark, but instead he shepherded because he thought it was going through.
And he would have had to have speckied the goal post there too, Vossi, to reach that one, I reckon.
It was Lee Craig, the man who kicked the behind there for Devon Meadows as the kick comes out towards the broadcast side. And players going in hard. There's a hand. No, it's fine, out of play.
Play taking place right in front of our...
I reckon those helmets are from the same company, even though they're two separate clothes. They seem to be made the same way, those footy helmets out there.
That's a very good pickup, Michael.
I'm very observant.
one
of my many traits, short pass.
Yes.
Free kick for holding the man. Going to go to Baumgartner. He's going to get 50, and this should be a goal. They should be no more than 20 metres out from goal, directly in front, and this should be the first goal of the game for the Panthers.
You would absolutely think Baumgartner here, he's a prolific goal kicker. Shouldn't have any trouble from here, Michael, putting them first major for the Devon Meadows on the board.
Has the shot. He makes the umpire work, and he's missed.
Umpire worked all right, and he fell.
I'm just looking down. I'm just seeing our mate Neil Craig there, and he's just telling someone off the bench, and just sort of saying, well, how does he miss that? I would have kicked that.
Yeah. And Neil would have gone back and slotted that, no worries. So a disappointing start for Devon Meadows there. They could have gone 7 points clear.
Two behinds plays yet to score. Devon Meadows in front, 5 minutes in the opening quarter. Mark taken by Kyle van der Plume right in front of us. He goes down the line looking for a teammate, but the ball drops short, and the Hanger just tries to go for a bit of a hanger over the top there, over the top of his Devon Meadows opponent, but I could have even conceded 50 if the umpire didn't. Now they can switch and they go towards half forward. Fletcher leading out. He'll pick it up. He will tap it over. Now towards his teammate who lost control. Now a quick kick down the line towards the half back line, and dropping the mark on that occasion was Ostrom. Still an opportunity here for Devon to load up. They're doing all the attacking at the moment. The ball seems to be played in their side of the attacking centre, I suppose. Hanger's got it. Two behinds plays yet to score. Devon Meadows in front. Early stages of round one. Football's back on RPP, and don't we love it?
Oh, yeah.
So we've got an opportunity for a shot at goal, and that's off target. So Pearcedale got their first score. They're one behind, and Devon Meadows are two behinds.
Great movement by their Pearcedale just to play on, gain a few more metres, Vossi, and unfortunately just off to the left.
Who's going to be the lucky man? Who's going to be the first goal scorer to get football underway again locally? You'd want to be that man. You'd certainly hang your hat on it, that's for sure. Stefan Baumgartner should have kicked it before,
that's
actually.
True. Exactly right.
A quick torp down towards centre wing. It was touched off the boot, or no? The umpire's given a mark. The players just seemed to stop. I thought he might have called play out, actually. Down the line goes the kick, but not a good kick by Jacob Allen.
Allen there just floating the ball, of course being marked by the opposition.
They bring the ball down the line here, Devon Meadows. They've been looking to switch at the earliest opportunity. That's a good mark. That is a good mark taken by Joel Hillis. Joel Hillis as the kick goes towards centre half forward, and going up and taking a very good mark. Contested mark is Hamish McLeod.
And the McLeod clan.
I wonder whether he might be the first goal kicker. He's
He looks confident, Vossi.
He's 50 out, or near, or probably just under, but kicking it
40
just
metre arc.
slightly just uphill this end. It is true. There's a high kick, and he's missed. So 3 behinds plays 1 behind.
Both teams suffering from the yips at the moment. I reckon Neil Craig would be just quietly losing his marbles. Of course, they could have gone 2 goals, 1 up Devon Meadows.
And he might be losing his head. Oh, geez, that was close.
Very, very close. But, of course, boundary umpire there right on the line. Saw it all.
So, short pass mark taken by Murray. He goes with the familiar left foot kick, and those dreadies haven't changed either in nearly 2 years. Luke Murray goes in short. And the mark has been taken there at half-back, or between back pocket and half-back for Pearcedale. Now they go in short once again. McGuinness has got it. He can get it and go. He goes towards the centre of the ground. That wasn't a real good effort there by the Pearcedale player, but he ends up getting the ball. And now a hand pass out, and the long kick towards half-forward has been cut off on that occasion. Just looking for... I haven't got a number 20 on my list. That's all right. We'll have to
find out who
that
that is. He's had a bit of the pill, so we will find out who that is.
So Devon Meadows with the opportunity to run towards attacking 50 now, centering kick towards centre half forward. Going up but not taking the mark.
Oh, that's a hold up.
Good use of the body there was the player in Hillis, but he managed to not take the mark. And the umpire says I'm going to ball up. Definitely no number 20 on this list. No,
Vossi, both teams going hard in their defensive back lines at the moment. Eager to score both sides, but geez, the defence is working hard.
There's an opportunity, a quick kick towards the top of the goal square. Going with one hand. Now it's going to be a goal. It is a goal. That's the first goal for the season, and the goal has been kicked by Nathan Phillips. It did well. There was a 2-on-1. The full forward did well just to knock it out, and he was waiting there in the square. Got the easiest to goal, but the first goal on the board is 139 plays 1 behind. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula Football.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide. Chic, a station sponsor.
So Luke Daniel took the mark inside attacking 50 and Pearcedale play on, and they kicked their first goal. So all of a sudden we waited nearly 10 minutes for a goal. Now we've got 2, 1 to each side. Devon Meadows 139, Pearcedale 117. We've played 10 minutes in the opening quarter.
Absolutely. Great answer back by Pearcedale there, Vossi. That's going to really just set up them their confidence for the next 20 minutes, you'd expect.
Just needed something just to
settle the ship.
Yeah, just to get themselves into the game. They've been breaking down inside their 50, and Devon Meadows have been clearing the ball easily, but they used the ball a bit better on that occasion. Now, back in the middle, free kick. Going to go to Devon Meadows.
No one really knows what for, Vossi.
Oh, what the hell happened there? All of a sudden that went from low to very, very high, the headphone sound. There's a quick kick by Hillis towards the top of the goal square. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. It's not going to be a goal.
Oh,
now
it's a goal
will be
now.
A goal. I wanted to see whether the ball was going to go through, and it's been picked up and kicked through with a right foot snap by Isaac Barassi. Now, it'd have to be a relation, wouldn't it? Somewhere along the line. The great Ronald Dale.
Ronald Dale? Would it be?
Oh, it'd have to be. Barassi's not a common surname, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, it's not like Chook, though.
Yeah, I just wondered. I reckon it'd be a relation somewhere along the line. There you go.
Mm.
But Devon Meadows have their second goal. They're 2-3-15, and Pearcedale are 1 goal, 1-7. I'm hearing whistles, but the whistles are at the netball. So that was actually, I was waiting for the umpire to give a free kick, but not to be. Kick towards Baumgartner at half forward. He's not going to get to the contest. The ball is going to be knocked over for a boundary throw. And I tell you who is jumping high in the ruck there for Pearcedale. The 2 contests, the last 2 goals, Jack McGuinness, number 6, is in there, and he is jumping very, very high in the ruck for the Pearcedale side. He's getting right over his opponent, which is no mean effort considering Devon Meadows has got some big boys out there. McGuinness gets the ball down. Now, quick kick out of defence for Pearcedale down the line. Going to be picked up here for Devon Meadows. And we're actually missing a number there as well, but that's all right. We'll worry about that at quarter time. Still a chance for them to clear down the line. They go towards the centre wing. Right over near the scoreboard. Small scoreboard which reads Devon Meadows 8 points in front in the early stages of this game. Now they can run. They go towards attacking 50 and a high kick inside. And going up and going
mark.
Twice is taking the mark. There is the Devon Meadows player. In fact, I was looking at the wrong team sheet. Nathan Drew was the player number 71. And Justin Kiss is the player with the ball. He'll go back from 40. Bit of an angle, but he'd fancy his chances from his short pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has the shot.
That's
and
a goal.
kicks the goal. So Devon Meadows out by 14 points at the 13.5 minute mark there. 3-3-21 and Pearcedale a 1-goal, 1-7. And that was good play there by Nathan Drew to actually get the ball forward, and he's actually playing his playing his first game.
Yep, there you go, Vossi. Mentioned off the top. I think Devon Meadows at the moment just moving the ball a lot quicker, taking Pearcedale by surprise. They're looking very, very good underfoot at the moment, Devon Meadows. Let's just hope they can keep up the intensity.
Ball back in the middle. McGuinness jumps high once again. But he jumped probably a little bit too early there on that occasion. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up. Pascal in the ruck. He gets the ball down for Devon Meadows. Ball comes through towards Hillis. He gets the ball on the boot. He kicks it towards half forward. Coming out and then getting tackled on that occasion there for Pearcedale. Still an opportunity for them to clear, but Devon Meadows just hungry for the ball at the moment. Hillis gets a defensive hand pass. Short
Chopped
pass
off.
is a poor one. And the mark has been taken there by Luke Settaneri. He goes in short. Mark has been taken. They stop and start here. Now they go down the line with the kick, and that's a good kick.
That's much better.
It just enabled a teammate to run onto it. There was Glenn Anderson, who's a big body down there in that forward line as well. Now they've got a shot.
They do have a shot on goal. It almost looks like it took by Devon Meadows' defensive line by a bit of surprise then. Everyone seemed a bit flat-footed, Vossi.
Yes, I'm just... Shannon Reed's a player with the ball. And this to go back and to get one of these goals back. So all of a sudden we're starting to get some goals happening. Shannon Reed, a long kick. It's going to be off target. In fact, it's just only going to be a point. I thought it might have actually gone close to out in the full there, but we are a long way away, but it was missed by a fair way.
Just pulling it a little there, Vossi, trying to get a little bit more out of the ball.
1-2-8 plays 3-3-21. Margin is 13 points.
And that's on the Ray White scoreboard, thanks to Ray White.
Of Frankston.
Of Frankston, of course.
Now Devon Meadows with the opportunity to run through the centre of the ground. They go with a high kick towards full forward, going back. That's Big McLeod couldn't take the mark. Kick off the ground was not a good effort. Probably should have had the chance to pick that one up there. The Devon Meadows player in Justin Kiss, of course, was the player.
Great play there, an effort by Bo Scoble there for Pearcedale. He was probably the only man down there around 3 Devon Meadows offensive players, so was able to clear the ball well.
Yeah, first of all, McLeod should have taken that mark, but Kiss should have got the ball and should have picked it up, but instead just went for the probably. He was under pressure, but he was under less pressure than what he thought, I think, at that stage.
What do you reckon about Bo's moustache, Vossi? Is Bo Scoble out here?
Well, I'll have a bit of a look and see what happens, but
I know you love a moustache.
Oh. Who was it? Someone abused me for that a couple of years ago. One of the players' girlfriends or something came across and said, "Well, you're just jealous because you can't grow one." She was probably right.
There is footage. There's photos of you with back in the day of a moustache, isn't there? I think you showed us.
Yeah, there is. There definitely is, and I made one of them my profile picture. I couldn't even remember getting that one taken, but
anyone swiping right for you, Vossi, after that profile picture?
I'm not on Tinder. Not as far as I know in here. My mate probably put me on there, but no, not on there. Not as far as I know anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
No kids. None that I know of at the moment anyhow.
Just getting yourself out there, are you?
Oh, you get out to a few places in the day, you know how it is.
Not anymore. I'm happily taken. Thanks, Michael. If you're listening, babe, I love you.
Oh, there you go. How sweet. There's a quick kick inside attacking 50, and that is going to be not a mark. I actually thought he might have done enough there. Quick kick.
That's a
high
goal.
Kick. That is a goal, and the goal has been kicked by Corey Hanger. So he played the rover there, and he put it high on the boot, and it went higher than the goalpost. It went very, very high, and he did manage to put the goal through. So Devon Meadows stay at 3-3-21. Pearcedale 2-3-15. You're watching, listening, and watching RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Battery World Mornington. We are the batteryologists. With an extensive Australian-made range, we're everyday people with a passion for all things batteries. And helping our customers by providing battery solutions no matter how big or small across the world.
Welcome back here to Pearcedale. Good game of football, 3-3-21. Devon Meadows, Pearcedale 2 goals, 3-15. An underground kick towards half forward for Pearcedale. The Devon Meadows side just looking to try and clear, but good pressure to try and keep the ball inside their attacking area here. Going around was Reed, a quick kick towards full forward. No mark taken, ball knocked towards the line and goes over for a boundary throw-in.
The golden fist there. The man on the line punching it over there. Desperation, Vossi. Pearcedale under attack at the moment. Devon Meadows under attack at the moment. Pearcedale looking very, very good in their forward 50. There's no question about that.
So, ball thrown back into play. Here's an opportunity on the right foot. A snap at goal is a good kick. It's a great kick, in fact, and it's a goal to Luke Setineri, who is an under-19 player. And I tell you what, he showed plenty of poise on that one. That was a good kick and scores a level. 19 minutes in the opening quarter.
Got to love that. 19 minutes just gone by, and that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard, Vossi. Got to love this day. Got to love football. Got to love local football. It's all back, mate. We're loving it.
We definitely are.
Devon Meadows need one to answer back. Sorry to state the obvious, but they need to shore their ship at the moment. Pearcedale running away with the ball. No scores are level, but Pearcedale have definitely had the last 5 to 8 minutes.
And Devon Meadows did have a 14-point lead now. It's back level, so...
Umpires called a free kick. Of course, the veteran in Gary Rowan.
Neil Craig cannot stand still over there.
No, he's pacing.
He's sort of got the hand to the mouth and sort of just wondering why his side isn't further in front, because they probably should be.
Yeah, they should be.
Oh, that was a throw. That was a throw, and that's a goal. That was a scoop off the ground, that hand pass. It wasn't a hand pass. We saw it. I could see it there.
Yeah, I wasn't looking in that direction, Vossi, but the umpire was right there, so if he didn't see it, then it didn't happen.
4 goals, 3-27, Devon Meadows, Pearcedale 3-3-21. You're listening to RWP, the voice of Peninsula football. And you're still listening to RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Maybe Wes. Can't see anyone sitting in the van.
There we go. Plenty of equipment in there, you can hide under it.
Yeah, that's true. I think he is. Right up there he is.
Centre break there for Pearcedale, a high kick towards full forward, going up.
Oh, that's a flyer.
Ball on the ground. Now Devon Meadows looking to try and clear, and they go out towards half-back. That's a poor kick. And the mark has been taken there by David Hussey, who goes in short. That's a good kick. And directly in front of goal, probably 40 metres out, directly in front. Hard to tell from that end, but I'm guessing probably close to 35, 40 metres out. And the player with the ball is Corey Hanger, who has already kicked a goal. And this to tie up the scores again.
Absolutely. Good close football, Vossi, and just watching Boris send out some messages. Boris's body language looking pretty good at the moment. He'd be pretty happy, I reckon.
Is it fair to say Boris would be the first Boris to coach in the MPNFL?
I love that name.
Has the shot and
a
puts it through for a goal. And Boris was good with his timer this morning. this morning in regards to giving us a bit of an insight on some of his young side. But scores are level here at Pearcedale. Good game of football, short pass.
Yeah, very good game of football, Vossi. 4-3-27, plays 4-3-27, and that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard, thanks to Ray White Frankston. Mate, you'd expect this. It's the battle of... What is it, the battle of?
I was going to say Casey area, but it's probably not.
Well, Devon Meadows more is. They could almost play in the Casey League, but Pearcedale definitely just not far from Frankston, of course.
Well, Devon Meadows' biggest rival is probably Pearcedale, but Pearcedale's biggest rival is Langwarrin.
Yeah.
So... Every club's
didn't
got
have
their
the
own
ball.
sort of rivalry happening at some stage. They're looking good here, Pearcedale. They just got a free kick for holding the ball, and now kick towards attacking 50. No mark taken. Hand pass back. A quick toe poke kick was smothered. Still an opportunity for Reid on the left foot. He goes towards full forward. Hanger's going to... No, he got the ball punched away. There's a snap at goal.
That's a goal.
High kick! And it is a goal. Pearcedale all of a sudden up by a goal, and boy, oh boy, did that kick go high. I thought it was going to miss, and then it just curled around just nicely. 5-3-33. Devon Meadows 4-3-27. And just having a bit of a Craig watch throughout the day. Just our mate Neil over there, just seeing how he's going.
Probably should get a heart monitor on Craig, just to see how his heart rate's going out there, because I think he'd be getting a little bit frustrated at the moment.
They say never trust a man with two first names. That's what they say.
Oh, I trust Neil with my life.
Oh, he's an exception to the rule, isn't he?
He really is. He's just a gentleman of our great game. Oh, good call,
high.
umpire. Just got him around the neck there in the centre of the field.
So they
Devon's
switch play
free.
here, Devon. They come out towards the broadcast wing, right in front of the club rooms area. Now a high kick towards attacking 50. McGuinness went up, couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground. It's taken by Fletcher. A kick towards centre half forward. The mark has been taken by Aaron Johns. So short pass, and he just got that one. If he did get that one, he just got it.
Scooped that up off the turf, Ossie. Quickly plays on, has a ping at goal. It's going. It's a goal for Devon Meadows. Great play on, great opportunity. Good football by Devon Meadows as they claw back to even up the score. 5-3-33 plays Devon 5-3-33, and that's of course on the Rye Hotel scoreboard, the Ray White Frankston scoreboard, Vossi.
And isn't it great just to have football back? Isn't it great to see goals being kicked? This is great.
It was that good, you just lost your composure for a second there. It was fantastic play of football. Well done, Devon Meadows. Claw one back. It is a close, well, it can't get any closer, let's be honest. Scores are level, 33 apiece.
Ball back to the middle. Played 25 minutes in the opening quarter, so I'm suggesting we've still got at least 5 minutes to go in this quarter, you would suspect. 20 minutes in time on the quarters. Kick out towards Hanger. He might have been pushed in the back there. The umpire said no. Kick around the corner towards half forward. The mark has been taken too far out to score surely.
He's going to move it on quick. Finds a player inbound.
So that's much closer to goal, probably 25 to 30 out. Not much angle to speak of.
Can't quite pick up that player, Vossi. Looks like one of the younger boys, number 29. Cruz West. He's going to go back on a pretty difficult looking angle, about 30 out, I reckon, as he sets sail. It's looking good. He's kicked a goal for his side. Pearcedale adds another. 6-3. 39 plays Devon 5-3-33, and that's on the Rye. Struth, the Ray White Frankston scoreboard.
Exactly right, and I reckon he'd be the first Cruz to play in the MPNFL.
Well, I did notice too.
It's the more you don't find any Kevins out there now. You've got Kevins have become
what
Cruzes.
What a lost name! But look, did you see Chase Struth? I can't wait till he touched the ball yet, because I can't wait to say Struth.
Blimey and all that sort of stuff to go with it. 11 goals kicked in this opening quarter, and we've still got time to go. It's 27 minutes in the opening quarter. It's Pearcedale up by a goal. 6-3-39 Devon Meadows, 5-3-33 as the ball at centre half forward here for Pearcedale. Looking for another late opportunity. That's a holding the man decision. That's a free kick to Pearcedale, and they have got the opportunity to go 2 goals in front.
This is going to hurt Devon Meadows going in, and there's been a 50-metre penalty applied to one of the players there. So it's going to put Pearcedale player directly in front, Vossi, and the Pearcedale player that has it is Ostrom. So Ostrom's kicked. Are you keeping a tab of who our goal kickers? I don't think you are. As he goes back quite easily, kicks their 7-3-45, plays 5-3-33, and that's on the Rye. I tell you what, I'm not saying the scoreboard anymore.
I'll do it.
You
Ray
do it.
White of Frankston scoreboard.
Bloody hell.
So margin is 2 goals. So Jaron, or how would you pronounce that first? Would that be Jaron?
Jaron
Ostrom. Okay.
Jaron Ostrom.
We'll go with Jaron.
Silent H.
If Ostrom, Mr. and Mrs. Ostrom are watching this game, they can correct
clip you
us
over the
like.
head for pronouncing his name wrong.
So ball back to the middle. Pearcedale, after being 14 points behind, probably 10 minutes into the quarter, all of a sudden they lead by 12 points, and Devon Meadows need a goal. There's
Hyde. Free kick going to
They're going to
Devon.
play on. They're going to allow play to go on.
No, Gary Rowan's bringing it back there, Vossi. He's going to bring it back.
It was going to be behind, so it would have been to Devon Meadows' detriment if they had allowed that.
The ball quick to come back. They don't want to waste any time here. But in saying that, Vossi, of course, Pearcedale have just flooded the forward 50 of Devon Meadows.
Riley Thorpe with the kick. He goes towards centre half forward. No mark taken. The big fella there in McLeod couldn't make an impact into that contest, and the ball goes
umpires called deliberate, Vossi.
We don't see too many deliberates in
No,
local
he's
football.
just called deliberate as he quickly plays on. Borks, 1 player, 2 player, kicks inbound. There's a pack fly. No mark taken.
And the ball at the top of the goal square here for the Devon Meadows side. And they are going to the left-hand end of your radio dial in the opening quarter. And they need a goal just before quarter time here, because Pearcedale have looked very, very good going forward in the latter stages or the second half of this quarter. A quick kick by Hillis goes across the face of goal and goes out of play for a boundary throw-in.
Orders being barked by Boris there, of course. Ball is down this end of the ground. Pearcedale flooding.
So McLeod in the ruck on that occasion there for Devon Meadows. He tried to knock the ball a second time. Now a high kick by Tom Craven out towards half back. It's marked here for Devon Meadows, and they can rebound back inside attacking 50 once again. 12 goals kicked in the opening quarter, 7 for Pearcedale, 5 for Devon Meadows. A high kick towards full forward. Nearly third in line there. Not to be. Ball still on the ground about 20 metres out from the Devon Meadows goal, and the player going up there on that occasion was Lee Craig, who nearly sort of came in and took a beautiful mark from the side, but just couldn't quite hang on. So umpire David throwing the ball up once again. And that's it. That's fine. I'd agree with that.
What would you agree with? What was the call, Vossi?
I'd agree with that. Hugh Jones in the ruck, he lent with his feet, and the umpire's given a free kick saying he led with his feet, so he's given it to Devon Meadows. I agree with that 100%.
Well, it's been a rule for a very long time where you can't go in with your feet.
But I'll tell you what, they don't necessarily use it a lot.
No, they don't, but in this occasion they did.
So
that's a goal.
That is a goal. I think that's McLeod who kicked that one. And that is the 6th goal on the board for Devon Meadows. There's 6-3-39. And Pearcedale 7 goals, 3-45. And you're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Brighton Auto is your Bayside and Peninsula automotive one-stop shop. This all-in-one award-winning Mitsubishi, MG and SsangYong dealership is also offering Holden certified parts and service. They have a huge range of new demo.
Get them at half time. welcome back here to Pearcedale. 13 goals in the opening quarter, and we're still going. 32 minutes in the opening quarter. I've got to go to my cricket presentation tonight.
Don't worry about that because we're here live from Pearcedale, Bossy. They won't start without you, bloody hell. Do they know who you are, Mayor of Mornington?
Yeah, I'll be the first team up, so then I can have a few drinks after that. So.
Oh, I bet you will. Jetty Roads, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, enjoyed a couple of them last night, I've got to admit.
You would have enjoyed that video I put up on the RWP the footy group that we've got.
That made me laugh a lot.
I just thought we need a bit of self-promotion, so I put a video up there, and you and Neil got a bit of fun out of it.
What only appeared to look like a bucket of beer. It was, as Neil Craig said in our group chat, it was a very, very big vessel of beer.
Yeah, it was a pint.
It looked bigger than a pint. You must have small hands because you made the pint look very big.
Folks, is this a goal feast or what?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? This is how football should be played. Just get out there and just run an attack and try and outscore the other side. Don't try and hold them. Just try and outscore them.
Well, it's a very physical game at the moment, isn't it, Sus? With both teams playing real great defensive football.
Quick kick out of defence towards the centre of the ground. No mark taken there for Devon Meadows. It should have been, actually, but the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up. I think that was Saunders in the middle of the ground who dropped that one. So, throw up by the umpire. Knocked down by Anderson it was. He butters up, he gets the ball out. Then they're trying to break the tackle. That should be holding the ball, and it is. Now Devon can play on. Oh, that's a tackle high, I would have thought. But he does get the kick away towards Craig at centre half forward. Taken by Fletcher. A hand passer now. Quick kick towards full forward. They need the rover there. Murray needs the goal line, and he's got it. So he hand passes it over. And it's through for a behind. So 7-3-45 plays 6-4-40.
Good decision by Murray there, just to kill the ball. Nothing wrong with that. Desperation footy there. Just not too eager, of course, to put another score for Devon Meadows. Had to kill the ball. Did well, Murray.
So 5 points the margin. We're just on quarter time. We've played 34 minutes in the opening quarter. 13 goals. We might see 13 goals in a game. We've seen 13 goals in the opening quarter. This is a great start to get football back up and running. Maybe both sides are maybe Neil and Boris have sort of got together and said, well, let's just roll the dice and see what happens, and let's entertain the crowd.
Well, it's been very physical thus far, hasn't it, Vossi?
I'm being tongue-in-cheek when I say that to listeners, so don't think I am serious, but I'm just being a bit tongue-in-cheek with that.
Is the new rule with the man on the mark taking effect here, do you think?
Not at the moment, I wouldn't have thought. Doesn't seem to be any different to me, but we'll keep an eye on that as we go along.
I think, Sus, until we actually see the rule in force that we'll start to notice it. But I think it's quite relaxed here, which is really refreshing to see after watching a round and a half of AFL.
Great crowd in too as well, so it's great to see great atmosphere.
More than 1,000 people, Sus.
Yep, that's what it is.
Well, we heard this morning from Sean, it's as long as they're practicing social distancing and they're allowed to have over 1,000.
Beautiful kick by Hillis, inside attacking 50, and McLeod's got it once again, so he has kicked one. He might have kicked two, actually. He might have kicked two. He might be going for goal number 3 in this opening quarter. All of a sudden, Devon Meadows with the opportunity to get the lead back right on quarter time.
We'll see them a point up, and if you're wondering why this is the longest quarter in history, it is 35 and a half minutes just gone. You would expect the siren to go, and there it is. He's kicked it. Great goal by Devon Meadows there to go a point up at quarter time. Fantastic quarter of football, Vossi. High scoring, and that's why we saw such a long quarter go by.
Absolutely. 7-4-46 Devon Meadows, 7-3-45 Pearcedale. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll play some words from our magnificent sponsors, including, of course, Ray White of Frankston. We'll be back very shortly with Michael Voss and Short Pass here on RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide. Chic, a station sponsor.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787 4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Battery Old Mornington. We are the Batteryologists. With an extensive Australian-made range, we're everyday people with a passion for all things batteries. And helping our customers by providing battery solutions no matter how big or small across the Morning Peninsula is our goal. Can't come to us? We'll come to you. Battery Old Mornington. Locally owned and here to help Peninsula people anywhere, anytime. Battery Old Mornington. Station sponsor.
Peninsula Automotive One-Stop Shop. This all-in-one award-winning Mitsubishi, MG and SsangYong dealership is also offering Holden certified parts and service. They have a huge range of new, demo and used vehicles plus factory-trained service technicians. Your proud RPPFM station sponsor, Brighton Auto, will also ensure your dream car is well within reach and kept in great hands. Why not visit brightonauto.com.au or find them at 67 Nepean Highway, Elstonwick, LMCT 10680.
With Bendigo Bank's new Complete Home Loan, you'll be completely taken care of. With a completely awesome rate, complete offset on fixed and variable loans, and a home loan specialist completely dedicated to you. So if you're not completely sure about the Big Four, search Bendigo Bank Complete Home Loan or head into Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Lending criteria, terms, conditions, fees and charges apply.
A station sponsor.
And we're back live here at Pearsdale Reserve for the match. Here are the boys.
Michael Voss here with short pass. Adam Kelly, 7-4-46. Devon Meadows at quarter time. 7-3-45 Pearsdale. What a high quality game of football, short pass.
Look, it is. You'd expect that, Vossi. Round one, obviously, for these two teams, with the only game happening this week, and both teams very much up and about. Talking to both Neil Craig and Boris, of course, this morning on Topun Football Show, and you could just tell that there was some eagerness to get the year started. And wowee, they've really come out and showed and put the score on the board. Literally 7-3-45 plays Devon Meadows 7-4-46, and that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard, Vossi.
And of course, Boris is his official name. Justin Hamilton, of course, is his actual name, but that's all right. I said the first Boris to coach. Well, might be the first nickname of Boris anyhow to coach.
Yeah, and maybe Boris Becker, because he looks like Boris Becker. Red face, blonde, white hair. Do you reckon, Michael? Do you reckon that's where he gets the nickname?
Does, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's where I reckon that's where he gets the nickname from. Just looking out there, listeners and viewers, just looking at the crowds, and look, the numbers around the huddles seem to be pretty good, so I'm sure there'd be a team manager in there just enforcing some social distancing and just having a quick sort of head count. Of course, both sides need to stay compliant to COVID restrictions.
Looking here, like you got the guy there in the vest with the shorts and the beanie, and your guy next to him. They're sort of socially distancing around. They are 1.5 metres apart, so they're fine.
It is. It's very important for spectators and alike to abide by the club's rules and, of course, the league's rules, because we need to be able to keep the game going. We need to make sure that we're following the rules. So if you are thinking about going to the football next week, make sure you do the right thing by your club and stick to the rules, and don't be a tosser and go about your business and think you're God's gift, because you will you won't be able to go back to the footy because there won't be any footy. So it's pretty much as simple as that. And Sean Connell from AFL South East made that very clear this morning. Do the right thing by your club, and we'll continue to rock up every week, Vossi.
Hey, folks, we've got some young boys playing today. I think the Drew boys from Devon Meadows. How are they travelling today, you think? I think one of them kicked the goal first up.
Nathan was involved in a play which set up a goal there in about probably 20 minutes or so into that quarter. So Liam haven't seen too much of. Nathan's been involved in a couple of passages of play, so he's going okay at the moment.
Big cheerio from his uncle up at the Cape York watching this game at the moment. That's Craig, his uncle. So he sends his cheerio from Cape York way up North Queensland, where technically we're not allowed in yet.
I went to school with a Craig Drew, and I don't know whether I don't think it'd be that Craig Drew, but I did go to school with a Craig Drew for the record.
Well, just in case you wanted to know that.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people.
You do. You absolutely do know a lot of people. It's quite annoying when trying to have a conversation with you and half the time there, oh, look at that, John's back in business. One of our cameramen and fills in for special comments for us from time to time, was in the huddle.
Okay.
For Pearcedale Vossi. Started trusting each other. The bloke in the mirror doesn't work. We have Pave. And we look dangerous when we with obviously a hard work rate. Free kicks cost us goals. Put the bloke on the mark under pressure. Pull the trigger when we have otherwise control the game. So that's a typical message you'd expect from Boris at quarter time. He's relatively happy, just picking up a few of the downsides to that first quarter. But other than that, I would suggest he's pretty happy with that.
All right, so second quarter, what are we going to see? Are we going to see both sides rolling the dice against short pass?
Yeah, look, I think both sides have to. Otherwise, one team predominantly is going to kick away Vossi, and I hate to state the obvious, but that's the way footy works. So they need to stay in touch.
So in the ruck there was McGuinness for the Pearcedale side. He went up. Now quick kick towards half forward. And that should have been a mark.
That should have been a mark.
That should have been a mark paid to Luke Daniel, but I don't know why, because it wasn't touched off the boot, and he seemed to have a fair grip on that ball. The umpire on the ball on the ground, the umpire's going to call for a ball up, but don't know why that wasn't given a mark. That should have been.
Just on the forward flank there for Pearcedale Vossi as Gary Rowan throws the ball back up.
And McGuinness up against Pasquale in the ruck. They wrestle each other to the ground. Ball inside attacking 50. Hanger just trying to tap it to himself. No, in fact, he's given it as a throw. He scooped it.
That's a very good call, just trying to scoop it to his teammate there, Vossi. Good call by the umpire there. As the ball's marked on half back flank for Devon.
Go down towards the centre wing, and the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw-in. Don't have to confirm some of these numbers at half time, because I reckon there's about 4 that are out there that aren't on our list. So we'll confirm those hopefully then.
They should be okay. I'm surprised that they're not. They're hot off the press from the team managers just before the game, Vossi. So
round one, they always seem to change, because jumpers don't even seem to fit, or they've got the wrong size jumpers, or some jumpers don't turn up. And remember one year that we did Mornington one year first game, and I think they had about 20 out of the 21 or something that didn't have the right number.
Makes it hard to call a football game.
It does indeed. Murray goes in short. Devon Meadows with a point there to go 2 points up.
There's just some clouds forming over my right-hand shoulder there, Vossi. I'm just going to check the weather and see if we're going to get wet, but we should be okay.
No rain. There's no rain.
No rain coming. Thanks, Nipples.
No, I'm going to say no. Please, no rain.
Yeah, he's very sensitive when it comes to the rain, so certain parts of his body are very sensitive.
They are very sensitive. They just do little shakes.
They've got their own little postcode, his nipples.
He's up.
Siggy Butts, they call him back in the day.
Andrew Cochran there, just giving us what a great opening quarter. Awesome to have local footy and you guys back. Thanks for the great coverage.
Thanks.
So much better than the AFL. It's not funny.
Yeah. And I'd 100% agree with that, Andrew. Thanks for your comments, mate. And if you're watching on the socials, make sure you do have a say, a good say, because I'm just a volunteer. I can't be stuffed with your criticism. I just want to hear the good stuff.
Well, It's great. It's great to hear comments like that from Andrew, and I hope you continue to stay with us right throughout the season, because we've got some great things happening this year on RPP. Can't wait.
Technology is remarkable.
Oh.
What we're able to do now, and this week obviously was thrown upon us with this fantastic game of football, but the rest will be developed and brought out over the coming weeks. It's very, very exciting times at RPP, and that's a thanks to our sponsors, obviously.
So
we've been able to purchase some fantastic bits of equipment from America and whatnot that's going to enable us to have instant replays. And I don't want to say too much because
did the equipment have to be COVID tested before we got it?
It's been on a ship for how long?
Well, it must have been COVID tested, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good, Vossi. I think they've had about 150 million vials of the vaccine go through them, so they're doing a lot better than us at the moment, and I think we're about 1,500. I think we're very, very slow to get the jab out there.
It's Shannon Reid with the ball on centre wing. He's got a free kick. So we've played 4 minutes in the second quarter, and nothing's changed except Devon Meadows have kicked a point to go 2 points in front. Ball goes over the line for a boundary throw-in. And the other thing we noticed at quarter time too, because there was talk about no kick to kick, people were out there having a kick to kick, and they were fine. They were doing their own thing, and that was okay. They weren't getting in other people's way or anything like that. High kick towards half forward. In fact, is it gone? Is it downfield free kick or is it coming back? No, it's actually coming back. Coming back. So
it's coming back again. It is. The master officiator there has picked up a free kick, I believe, Vossi.
I wonder
on the
why.
other side of the ground, scoreboard side.
I wonder why that wasn't allowed downfield. Nevertheless, here's an opportunity for Devon Meadows to run and get the ball out of trouble there through Hillis. He's been good so far.
Very.
He goes towards half forward. Easily, when you've got a helmet on and you've got dreadies, you can tell who they are straight away. Absolutely. There's a quick kick down the line. It's picked up again by Hillis.
Got the handball
out. He got the ball out, but he got it out too long.
Do you think that was too long, Vossi, or do you think that was fair?
Well, I think he tried to break the tackle.
He did try and break the tackle,
and
but his whistle wasn't blown then, and then he got rid of the ball, and then the whistle was blown. I would have said that he was able to get the ball out because he was tackled with no prior. As Pearcedale
There's an opportunity on the right foot, a snap, but goal is just off target. And that was kicked through by Luke Daniels. So 7-4-46 plays 7-5-47. Now, that was probably 50-50, maybe slightly against the Devon Meadows player, but last night that Mark Blitzarf's one, that was an absolute disgrace.
Yeah. Well, very similar.
So, picked up here for Devon Meadows on centre wing. They can
There's been a free kick for a push after he got rid of the ball, Vossi.
I thought they were actually going to go downfield, but not to be.
No, not to be. I thought
Lockie
it was actually
Batten with
be
the ball,
advantage.
son of Stewart. He was a tough man, Stewie Batten.
Yeah, well, he's Lockie's first year at the club, and they're very, very, very excited to have him here.
Yeah, and they'll be very excited to have Lids there in a couple of weeks, won't they?
Oh yeah, spoke about that on the footy show this morning. We'll get into that at half time.
That's going to be a big day for the Devon Meadows Footy Club. They host Mornington
on
the Anzac Day weekend. Here's an
gather.
opportunity. They go towards full forward, but that's a poor kick, and the mark has been taken there in defence.
Really good passage of play there by the Devon Meadows player there. Who was that, Vossi?
It was Jaden Cole who took the mark in the end, but no, they just break the line and then just really poor kick to let themselves down. So both sides maybe just, I wonder whether the coaches have sort of said, look, just maybe slow the game down a little bit because we're probably playing a little bit too quick. But I love seeing the goal scored in the first quarter, and I know this goal it took 10 minutes to get a goal in the first quarter, and then we end up with 14 for the quarter. So it might be something similar.
Might be something very similar. Both sides look really, really effective when they move the ball quickly. But unfortunately, as it goes up one end of the ground, Vossi, it's cut off by the opposition. So defensively, both teams working really hard, as I've already mentioned.
Here's an opportunity. A quick kick towards full forward. Murray just trying to get to his knees and trying to get the ball up and out of trouble. Still not out of trouble yet. Fletcher's there. He can't get it. The ball goes over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Murray working overtime there for Pearcedale, deep in their forward 50, Devon Meadows forward 50, Vossi had to work overtime. Very lucky to save the goal opportunity there.
So boundary umpire throws the ball back into play. McLeod was in that ruck contest there for Devon Meadows. Still ball at half forward. We're looking for our first goal of the second quarter. We had 14 in the first quarter. It's sort of locked up a little bit now, and the umpire's going to call for a ball up. So 7-5-47 Devon Meadows. Pearcedale 7-4-46 on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard.
Bossy, well done. You made a good point to a listener that came up to us and said was the timekeeper asleep, and you said, what did you tell him, Vossi?
I said that basically a minute a goal is what I said.
So 14 goals kicked, 14 minutes.
Yeah, and 20 minutes plus time on, so we played 35 and a half minutes in the first quarter, so I reckon that was right.
Yeah, so just getting some live updates from the AFL. Sydney taking on the Crows 59-29. Thanks, John, for checking that, mate. As there's a bit of a stoppage here in Devon Meadows forward 50 arc. Trying to track down where the ball is because I was looking at the Telstra mobile device as the ball's thrown back in. Pearcedale with a great tap there.
An opportunity for Hillis to break through once again. He gets the ball out. Fletcher got it back, and now another hand pass. It's gone back about 30 metres here. Now high kick towards full forward. McLeod should get this. He goes up. He couldn't quite take it. He was the biggest man in the contest. The ball on the ground. Pearcedale
rushed for a behind.
Through for a behind.
Pearcedale, I think, are going to be pretty quick to deliver the ball back in, Vossi. And just to mention as well that speaking to Neil Craig before the game, and he was going to get his players playing on the pavilion side of the ground as opposed to the scoring side of the ground. The scoreboard, side of the ground. So that's good for us.
Quick kick down the line. Is not going to be marked there on this occasion there for the Pearcedale side by Cade Torber. Ball goes over the line for a boundary throw, and so it's 7-6-48, 7-4-46. Margin is 2 points. We've played 10 minutes in the second quarter.
And what's that on, Vossi?
The Ray White of Frankston scoreboard. Hand pass. Now quick kick up towards inside attacking 50, leading out. Probably got one over the shoulder there, actually. Was the Pearcedale player in Corey Hanger. I thought he might have caught one over the shoulder there, short pass.
Yeah, I think you're right, Vossi. He was very lucky not to get pinged there. Hanger has been fantastic in the first quarter and again in the second as the ball gets thrown in.
There's an opportunity now for Devon to clear. And they go out through the young fella in Nathan Drew. So Uncle Craig, where's Uncle Craig listening at? Uncle Craig's listening somewhere.
No, he's up at Cape York, the
Cape
very
York.
tippity top of Oz.
Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play. Right in front of the Pearcedale club area where the supporters are, I won't say jammed in, but there's plenty of supporters there.
No, there's a lot of supporters there on the hill, just near the canteen, Vossi, all practising social distancing.
And having their bacon and egg rolls too while they're at it.
Yep, absolutely. We will have to get one into you sooner or later, as you will need to rate it. And of course, at the end of the year, the club with the best bacon and roll burger will receive something. I'm not sure what, maybe something from Analyzer Meats.
There's an opportunity. Drew on the right foot. He just got it and went with the advantage. He goes inside attacking 50. Ball in the right forward pocket. Pearcedale looking to clear. They actually knocked the ball towards the line. Is it going to be deliberate? Notice the umpire. I'll tell you what a good bacon and egg roll is just quickly. Nice soft roll. Eggs cooked, not overcooked. Bacon cooked, not overcooked. Just not burnt. Just nice and runny egg.
Seeds.
Runny eggs the way it is.
Seeds on the bun.
Oh, yeah, as long as the bun's soft, I don't care. That's a snapper goal. It's a good goal. And Devon Meadows are up by 6 points, 8 points. 8-6-54, plays 7-4-46. We've played 12 minutes in the second quarter. You're listening to and watching RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Battery Old Mornington. We are the batteryologists. With an extensive Australian-made range, we're everyday people with a passion for all things batteries. and helping our customers by providing battery solutions no matter how big or small across the Morning Peninsula is our goal. Can't come to us? We'll come to you. Battery World Mornington, locally owned and here to help Peninsula people anywhere, anytime. Battery World Mornington, station.
A quick kick inside attacking 50. It was by Struth.
It was Struth.
And the mark has been taken at the top of the goal square here for Pearcedale.
Struth, he impacted the game.
Carlin Thornton is the player with the ball. He is 15 metres out from goal. He's directly in front of this, should be the goal, and that was all set up by Struth.
Well done, Struth there. He knew that we wanted to say his name. Takes a handy possession. Kicks the ball inbound, marked by Flashy Boots. You better kick with good boots like that.
15 metres out, has the shot, puts it through. So Devon Meadows got the first goal of the first quarter. Pearcedale replied within a minute. Devon Meadows the first goal of the second quarter. Pearcedale replied within a minute.
You're a stats man, Bossy. 8-4-52 plays Devon 8-6-54, and that is on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard. Thanks to Ray White Frankston. Of course, our new office, our new studio, hopefully will be set up very, very soon. So we'll have a nice dandy home in the beautiful Ray White Frankston offices. Cannot wait for that, Michael.
Oh, so if I go and have a couple of beers in Frankston, I can actually go back to the studios as long as I've got the keys and go back and sleep there.
Hopefully Bernadette, the property manager, doesn't find you asleep under a desk. Then we might be okay. She'll get quite the fright.
I'm not a scary fellow.
You are at 8:30 in the morning. When you got dribble and bits of carrot running down your chin and on your chest because you've just tossed the spuds a bit.
Margin is 2 points. Let's focus back on the football. That's a free kick for in the back, not to be, said the umpire. Okay. So letting play go on. And still letting play go on. Sydney are up by $5 in the AFL.
Just having a look over my right shoulder quickly, Bossy. I think nipples were wrong because the rains are coming.
There's a kick towards Thornton once again. Couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground. A chance now for Devon Meadows to clear, and they will through the agency there of Riley Thorpe.
Oh, no, ball's coming back. A little bit of howdy-do. Rowan downfield.
Downfield free kick.
Ball,
Aaron Johns with the ball.
To Devon Meadows.
He goes in short, looking for a teammate. Gets a hand pass back. And that was by Saunders. And a quick kick towards the centre of the ground has been marked here for Pearcedale. They've got the chance to go back inside attacking 50. Going up, no mark taken. They've got the numbers there, Pearcedale. They could just get the ball out. They've got the ball out. Now they go backwards with a hand pass. They've got a loose man out here, Anderson. He goes out towards that said man there, and Daniel around the corner goes the kick. He likes these kicks. He tried one earlier in the corner right in front of us and only just missed, but he kicked that one.
Yep, absolutely.
There's a goal to Luke Daniel.
Diddle, Bossy, but it was a goal nonetheless, mate, and fantastic effort there by Pearcedale and just good vision.
And they're in front.
And they are in front.
On the Ray White of Frankston scoreboard.
9-4-58 plays 8-6-54. That is on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard.
And of course our other great sponsors.
Woolworths Coringal, of course, $100 voucher going to the play of the day. So Bossy, keep your eyes on that. Ray White Frankston, of course. Chick TV, Bendigo Bank, the best community bank there is. Brighton Auto, Battery World, and many, many, many more. Special mention to our fantastic friends down at Jetty Road Brewery too. Geez, we just love Jetty Road Brewery. And Bossy, I don't know if you know, mate, but they've opened up a facility. Fantastic little boutique bar down in Lawn, mate. Going very, very well down there.
Won't get down that way for a while, but I'll tell you, I'll be having a few Jetty Roads tonight. As the long kick comes inside, attacking 50, going up but not taking the mark. Ball on the ground, a chance here. I reckon we're going to get rained on here very quickly because the wind's starting to pick up. That's a goal kick, but oh God!
Did that just get you in your big bonds, Bossy? We're sorry folks, we're just moving our studio just a little bit forward because there are a little bit of rains coming, and my good man Bossy just got smacked in the head.
You're lucky I didn't say another word there.
Yes, we're very lucky. Otherwise we would have been turned off. But
So
thankfully we weren't.
Devon Meadows back in front, 9.660, Pearcedale 9.458.
Good game of footy, Vossi.
This quarter won't go 35 minutes, that's for sure, but it'll still got a bit of play to go in this second quarter. We're 2 minutes short of time on. High kick for Pearcedale towards half forward. Going back but not taking the mark there was Saunders. It's picked up by Hillis it was. Now they can go forward here towards centre half forward. Going back, Craig on the right foot. It was Lee Craig and he misses.
Devon Meadows just ramped it up a little bit, Vossi, in the last few minutes. Looking very dangerous out of the centre bounce. The message, I would say, is first use of the ball. Oh, and there's a big hanger there taken by. Give me 2 seconds. It was sensational. Almost going to be play of the day. What a fantastic mark. Number 23, Luke Daniel there. Geez, he got high. Great mark.
Well, that might be the leading contender for that at the moment. Ball goes over right in front of the...
Oh, okay, that's not on my list. Sus, but
they are magnificent that make trays at Eliza Meats.
And Eliza Meats all have looked after us for many years.
What have we been going, 35 years? I reckon they've been going over 35 years, probably the station.
Yep.
And they've been around since day one. They've been a fantastic sponsor, and they are, of course, listed as the first ever sponsor, and they are still 001 on the computer.
Ah, there you go. As far as their ad's concerned.
That's it. They are the first ever sponsor of the station.
Wow. I didn't know that. Fun Facts with Vossi. Tune in every Saturday from from such and such time where you can get Fun Facts with Vossi.
Tell you what, we're having a bit of fun here. Football's back, and this is a good game of football.
That
3
is a
points is a
very
margin.
good. Oh!
Anderson, he tried to go onto the right foot there. That's prior opportunity. Rowan David, you got that wrong. That is prior opportunity. He had the chance. He got tackled from behind. It was a good legal tackle, and it should have been paid.
Yeah. Look, he had about 3 steps there, Vossi, under his belt. Of course, dropping the footy there, and Rowan calling play on, and the ball resulting in a ball up at us.
So a quick kick out of defence is going to be marked here. It was kicked by McConnell towards Fletcher, and Fletcher goes out towards his teammate there, Aaron Johns. He's getting a bit of it, and you tell him because he's got a bald cranium out there. So you can definitely tell him he's certainly getting plenty of use of it out there on that far wing at the moment. We've got an opportunity. Oh, there's Johns once again. Goes towards half forward with the kick. No mark taken. Pearcedale looking to clear, and they will switch play out towards the broadcast side.
They're on here, Vossi. A couple of loose
And
players
Ostrom
as they continue to go down the wing. Ostrom being very good.
Goes with the kick towards centre half forward, and taking the mark there on that occasion is the player in Cade Torber.
That was very easy by Pearcedale then. Great ball movement.
He's got Anderson down in the screen. Now he goes to lead to him, and it is starting to rain, by the way, here at
He's got Corey
Pearcedale.
Hanger making about 13 leads in front of him. Corey Hanger wants that ball badly. Number 11 for Pearcedale. But he's going to go and say, I'm going to kick this goal. So you better, son, because you've had about 13 bloody leads present. So go back and slot this one.
So a high kick.
Oh, it's a mongrel.
And it floats. And the wind is starting to pick up, and the rain is starting to get quite heavy here at... Well, it's the heaviest it's been since this morning, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. As the crowd starts to just move to their cars, of course, and then just get under a little bit of cover there because it is coming down. I'm not sure how long it's going to stick around for, though, Vossi, but it will make the ball like soap, like a bar of soap. It'll be very slippery going forward now.
I've got to make sure I stand still because if I turn my head to the left, I'm going to whack straight into the...
You can't do that. I need you.
So ball over the line, right in front of us.
Right in front of our commentary position. Fantastic.
And
that's why I love coming to the football, because we get the best seat in the house every week, don't we, Vossi?
Football's back, and this boundary umpire's decided to go with a bit of gel at the front of the hair.
Mate, you got to look good,
especially on TV.
That is a brilliant throw in.
And ball at centre half forward. It did go a fair way actually. He's not the biggest boundary umpire, but he managed to get that in quite far. Still an opportunity now for the ball to come out and knock towards the line there on that occasion by number 74, which we do not have. That's one of the ones we've got to try and get.
A late inclusion. Perhaps Markle.
Maybe it's
Looks like one of the younger boys
change.
too, mate. Running with a hairstyle that is new age.
So 2 points is the margin in favour of Devon Meadows. Thornton with the ball, a high kick, and that is going to be off target and through for a behind.
So Pearcedale getting up and about for that kick. They thought it was through, but the goal umpire standing right under it said, no, cool your jets.
It's
It's
umpire
just the
Andrew
minor.
McDonald down there. 9-6-60 plays 9-7-61. Margin is a point. So all of a sudden the rain's prevailing here after it was a beautiful first quarter in terms of blue sky and sunshine. That's one area the players have struggled with today. Some of the marking, so even chest marks, some of these chest marks are just bouncing straight off their tit.
Yeah, I know.
Dropping that one was Michael D'Agostino. Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play once again. Off the pack and a quick kick towards full forward. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of Devon Meadows. They should win out here. In fact, they decide to go towards the line. Discretion the better part of Aliso. Scores a level here at Pearcedale. We're just on half-time. We're 24.5 minutes into the second quarter. We've had 2 goals each. So I'm just suggesting maybe another 2 minutes, I reckon, this quarter.
Yeah, I reckon you might be right, Vossi. It won't go for that 35 minutes that we saw originally, as Devon Meadows comfortably takes the mark, and the mark paid just at the half-back flank as he moves the ball forward.
Goes towards the centre wing area. It's off the pack. Now an opportunity for Pearcedale to try and come forward, but they lost control of the ball. They tried to be a bit fancy with the hands, and the umpire said, I'm going to ball it up.
Vossi, it's absolutely persisting down here at Pearcedale Reserve.
As soon as I hear that sliding door of the van, I think that's thunder coming in. Players diving in, but as short pass suggested, it's like a piece of soap out there at the moment. And the umpire said, I'm going to ball it up. So 25.5 minutes gone. I've only about a minute or so to go, I would suggest, in this second quarter. We had 14 goals kicked in the first quarter, only 4 kicked this quarter. But now an opportunity for the player for Pearcedale in Luke Daniel to go back and have a shot at goal. Now he is close to 70 metres out from goal.
Yeah, look, I mean, like...
If that's 50, if that mark is 50.
No, that's not 50, that's 40.
All right,
that's
call
that's
it
a
60
40 arc, so she'd be about 53, I reckon. As he sets sail, it's a long bomb and just pushes it to the left for a minor.
He's got a fair roost on him.
Yeah, he's got a big kick on him. Loves to have a chirp too. He's just been chirping to his opponent. Chirp. Should have gone back and kicked that if you're going to be that chirpy.
Margin is 1 point in favour of Pearcedale. 9-8-62. Devon Meadows 9-7-61. I wonder how. Actually, I think they've cloned Neil Craig down there. The last time I saw him, he was like that. No, it's still the same sort of the thinker position.
It is the thinker. You're absolutely right.
Kick out towards half-back. Mark taken for Devon Meadows by Justin Kiss. So can Devon Meadows, have they got time to go down and maybe get a goal and maybe take back the lead just before half-time? That ball dropped a little bit short. The mark has been taken there for Devon Meadows by Barassi. It was. He goes towards attacking 50. Pearcedale just looking to hold out just before half-time. You're trying to knock me out with this.
I'm hanging on to it, Michael, so it doesn't blow away. The gods are saying something.
That TV's going to blow away too. So, you're multitasking short pass. I like it.
Oh, mate.
That's what you.
I want to be like Mary Poppins in a minute.
That's what your good lady saw in you. First of all, you're a multitasker.
What'd you say, Michael?
I said your lady saw in you when you first met. You're
Absolutely,
a multitasker.
a multitasker. Doesn't she know it?
So ball towards the line and out there where Neil Craig and the Devon Meadows bench is.
27-minute mark of the second quarter. 9-8-62 plays Devon. 9-7-61, and that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard. Hasn't been a great second quarter, not as great as the first quarter, but that would be because it is raining cats and dogs.
But you know, if both sides can sort of get their mojo back and kick a few goals, we might still see both sides kick 100 points for the day.
That would be very, very impressive for the first game back of 2021, I'm not going to lie.
It would be extremely impressive, don't worry about that. Ball in the goal square here for Devon Meadows. The umpire...
Couple of kids just went past Vossi. Do you reckon I could time to the gazebo? Use them as weights? Kids! No, they've ran.
Ball out towards the defensive 50 now for Devon Meadows. The umpire's going to call for a ball up. So 62 plays 61 is the score. We played 29 minutes, so I'm suggesting there's only seconds to go.
Ball has been down Devon Meadows forward line for the last couple of minutes.
Looking to try and get an opportunity to maybe take the lead back before half-time, but...
Here's their opportunity as the ball goes out of bounds on the full. They're going to be very, very quick to bring that ball back in, Michael. They want a chance on goal.
Brody McConnell
to
with
go
the
7
ball.
points up as the ball's balled in very, very quickly. Top of the centre square. There's a pack fly. The ball's free. Quickly picked up out of bounds on the other side of the ground, just near the point post. Still an opportunity for Devon.
So the umpire's given a free kick for holding the man.
Been a bit of a tussle, and it's going to go to Devon Meadows. Hard on the boundary line, nearly right next to the point post. So you'd expect him to come wide out. As he does, kicks the ball, it's a goal. Devon Meadows. Oh, Michael. 9-8-62 plays 10-7-67. That's the goal that they've been looking for, Devon Meadows. Just before half-time, 29 and a half, 30-minute mark of the second quarter. Fantastic effort by Devon.
I think that might have been Justin Kiss who kicked that goal. But 5 points is the margin. So Neil Craig will have a bit of a think about how they're going to go about it in the second half. But obviously it's round one. Devon Meadows ambitious with what they want to do this year. They want to get into the finals for the first time in a while. So
well, last year they had about 15 wins, didn't they, Michael?
Oh, of course, yes. Yes. They won every game up until it was called off last year, they won. Here's an opportunity on the right foot, goes the kick, and that's sprayed and went the check side kick, and probably should have gone the straight kick at goal there was Thornton. I've done it again.
Maybe go on the other side of it. That's using your bonsai. You're doing that very gingerly. I was nearly going to get you a wheelie walker.
That's right. A few beers into me later, a few Jetty Roads, and I'll be having a bit of a boogie on the dance floor maybe later on.
Free kick being called for Devon Meadows on the true wing position.
Going to go to Lee Craig.
Quick to move it on. And long kick.
We've played 32 minutes in this second quarter. Now, I don't get why we've played 32 minutes in this second quarter, to be perfectly honest.
Neither do I particularly.
I would have thought this quarter would have been over well and truly before now. And it's still going on. And Devon Meadows might have an opportunity to get another goal here just before half-time. A quick kick. That's a goal. It's been kicked through by McLeod. So they're up by 11 points now, Devon Meadows. 11-7-73. Pearcedale 9-8-62. We played 32 minutes in the second quarter. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, what have we got? 3:15, and we're going to be close to 5 o'clock finish the way we're going. I'm going to have to go home and spruce myself up.
Yeah,
and
got to have a shave.
Have a couple of Jetty Roads
put on
the
some
way.
brute.
Yeah, looking forward to that. But this is I'm
Old Spice.
Considering
you're an Old Spice man. Do you like a bit of Old Spice? Or Jupe? I reckon you're Jupe.
I was a brute man there for a while.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
No,
Did you ever get into the jupe of the 90s?
No.
No? Jupe, jeez. Mate, go into any club back in the day and all you'd smell was jupe, like cats. It was like cat mint.
Before at quarter time, and he was talking about the number of goals and how long the quarter went. And my theory's gone out the door. 5 goals kicked, and we went 13 minutes of time on.
There
have been no injuries.
There've been a lot of stoppages too, though, I must admit.
And still pouring with rain.
It is pouring with rain. The ball is on the opposite side of Pearcedale Reserve.
Maybe the timekeeper has gone to sleep, because surely
someone give him a poke with a stick. Another stoppage.
On half forward.
Ball locked up again as the umpire comes in and says, "I'll take possession of that," as he throws it up. Rucks go up. Ball comes down. Quickly plays on, out of bounds. Knocked over by DevonMeadows. She's a hot footy at the moment. Both up, and there is the halftime siren. Has sounded at the 33.5-minute mark. 9-8-62 plays DevonMeadows, 11-7-73, and that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard. It is absolutely persisting down here, but there are blue skies beyond, so it will clear up. Grey skies are going to clear up, Michael Voss, and we should be set for a fantastic third quarter. Can't wait for it, as both teams will go in, get dried, get a bit of a talking to, and the stage is set for the third quarter, but definitely DevonMeadows all in the last 10-minute mark, putting on another 2 goals, 3 goals, if not perhaps to take the lead in the at the halftime break. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with some of the first half wrap-up. Definitely bring you back for live action here for the third quarter at Pearcedale Reserve. Thanks to Ray White Frankston. You're listening and watching RPPFM, the voice of Peninsula football.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide. Chic, a station sponsor.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787-4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Battery World Mornington. We are the batteryologists. With an extensive Australian-made range, we're everyday people with a passion for all things batteries. And helping our customers by providing battery solutions no matter how big or small across the Morning Peninsula is our goal. Can't come to us? We'll come to you. Battery World Mornington. Locally owned and here to help Peninsula people anywhere, anytime. Battery World Mornington. Station sponsor.
Brighton Auto is your Bayside and Peninsula automotive one-stop shop. This all-in-one award-winning Mitsubishi, MG and SsangYong dealership is also offering Holden certified parts and service. They have a huge range of new, demo and used vehicles plus factory-trained service technicians. Your proud RPPFM station sponsor, Brighton Auto, will also ensure your dream car is well within reach and kept in great hands. Why not visit brightonauto.com.au or find them at 67 Nepean Highway, Elstonwick, LMCT 10680.
With Bendigo Bank's new Complete Home Loan, you'll be completely taken care of. With a completely awesome rate, complete offset on fixed and variable loans, and a home loan specialist completely dedicated to you. So if you're not completely sure about the Big Four, search Bendigo Bank Complete Home Loan or head into Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Lending criteria, terms, conditions, fees and charges apply.
A station sponsor. More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787 4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Pearcedale Reserve.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, welcome back. Says Susovic. Thanks for just bringing us back into live action here at Pearcedale Reserve, where Frankston, what am I talking about? I've just been looking at some other scores around and saw a score the other day. I think it wasn't it Sus for the Frankston and the Bull Ants? The pracky match there at Frankston under lights.
Yeah, myself and Vossi and the crew ventured down to Carr Street and watched the first game under lights. It was only a practice match. 750 people there, which is pretty good.
Because everyone's up and about. There's footy back.
There's footy back, and it was a great standard of footy. The Dolphins ended up victors on the night, so came from behind and jumped them by about 12 points, which is really good. But real pleasing to see the crowd. And the Hill was Hill had the old champ going. So pretty happy, but unfortunately a bit of rain falling down here at the moment, but we could see that disappear. We're just looking at the weather radar now, and that's...
it looks like it has cleared, Sus, so that's good for the play for the rest of... looks like there's another little patch sort of... Oh no, that was the patch that we've just seen, so...
No, it's gone, so it's officially off the radar now on the 64k radar. Bit of a touch behind going past Port Lonsdale at the moment. And just over Sorrento, but we're going to miss that, so we're in the all clear. So we should have a dry half of football and a bit of a chance for the Chief to have a bit dry out a bit.
Yes, absolutely, because he's sitting in the back of the Hilux Rogue, my Hilux Rogue. The marine carpet's getting saturated, so I'll have to go and dry that out. That's unfortunate, but never mind. Pearcedale Football Club 9-8-62 plays Devon Meadows 11-7-73, and that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard. John, have you got some scores from AFL, mate? Quick!
72-32 Adelaide, start of the third quarter. So 72-32.
Is Adelaide going to win a game this year, John?
They already have.
Oh, there you go.
Wake up.
No, well, I don't. Look, if I'm honest, AFL just, it's not doing it for me right now. There's just too much going on. It's really frustrating, and whenever I watch it, it's super, super frustrating for me. So I prefer to come and watch the local footy because I believe it's not necessarily a better brand of footy, but there's definitely less that you have to worry about, John.
Is the standing and the mark rule in this league as well?
Yes. Yes, I have seen it. I have seen it enforced. Not at this game today, but definitely at a couple of practice matches. They did enforce that rule. It should be thrown out quick sticks because it's an absolute joke. We will be laughed at by other codes in Australia and around the world if we continue to enforce that rule, because when you see people flailing about and moving sideways with their arms and like they're a little bloody teapot and whatnot, it's a complete joke. So that needs to be thrown out quick sticks.
Yeah, very quick sticks. Where do you see these two teams at the end of the season? Like, do you see them making finals? Like Meadows were pretty much...
Yeah.
I know the last season Pearcedale only won one game. They probably like to get competitive more often, but Devon, where do you see them?
I'm impressed with Devon. I'm actually impressed with Pearcedale as well too, John, and their ball movement and the way they've been able to construct play throughout the first half's been really impressive, and very well coached as well. There's definitely leadership at the helm, and it's always good as far as a football club's concerned. In answer to your question, mate, Devon Meadows, they expect to be in the top 5. There's no question about that. They want to be up there with the likes of Langwarrin, Somerville. Well, yeah, look, Coringal, they're going to need a bit this year, I believe. They've had a lot of people that have left the club. They've also had a few names come back as well.
Tom Curran's joined them this week.
I beg your pardon, Sus?
Tom Curran's joined him this week.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was some bit of late mail, I think on Thursday or Friday, wasn't it? So that was a late pick-up, and definitely going to be very, very helpful for the Coringal Football Club. But I think it's going to be, I mean, Chelsea, look, I don't think Chelsea's, I think they've had a lot of players leave as well. I don't think they're going to be as strong this year. But look, they're all going to be in the mix, there's no question. And with the 2 divisions, obviously that enables, for a tight competition. And we saw it in 2019 with last year being called off because of COVID. It sets everyone up with fresh legs. There's been lots of player movements. Everyone's come back to their football clubs, and look, it's really set for a cracker season in both divisions, I believe.
Where do you see Mornington?
Yeah, look, Mornington. And look, I don't laugh because of where I think they're going to be, but look, I know, speaking with Goosey over the years, and he looked at relegation as a bit of a curse. He didn't want to be relegated at all. But I think when you're not performing in the in Division 1 like you should be, then the only thing and the best thing for your club is to be relegated into the lower division. And
go down, rebuild, and come back.
Exactly right. Claw your way back. Get your players back.
Instead of having every year yourself, nervous that you're not really going to.
Well, look, I mean, you don't want to go into the year thinking that you're going to end up with, with no W's on the board, and that's the hardest thing to do as a coach, is to go rock up every week and go, oh, look, boys, we're probably not going to win this game, but look, give it your best shot and see what happens. And I'm not saying that's what happened at Mornington, but I've been around football clubs enough to know that. Reality is reality at the end of the day. Words don't have to be spoken to understand the mindset of what the players are going through.
Yeah.
Div 2, I see Coringal, Langwarrin and Somerville as really threatening finals. So they're my 2 teams I like going forward in the year. I'd be keen to see how Somerville do. I'd pick them as a top 2.
Top 2?
Yep, and Langwarrin, I see them top 2 as well. So it'd be good to see what comes about.
Well, yeah, Langwarrin's got Mark Bagley, the former Bomber, as well. He's come back to his junior club, so that's another big signing for Langwarrin, the Roos.
Sus, do you want to, there's some exciting news coming out of Devon Meadows. It has been publicised, and RPPFM, the voice of Peninsula football, will be down there on Anzac Day to cover this game. And what's happening down there, mate?
On Anzac Day, they've got a big luncheon down there, so I think they're having a past players' day down there as well. But RPPFM will be there on the 25th. And we've got that special quote there. We'll have to pull that out from Neil Craig. I think he said it on New Year's Day. Actually, I mightn't be able to replay it because it had a couple of expletives in it. But he says he's going to pump it up, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a special day. And look, I think I'd hate to go back in the history books and see if and when they played the last. I don't think they've played in this competition, so it'd be interesting to see that. That will be on the 25th, Anzac Day, and that's starting at 3 o'clock, so it's starting a bit later. They'll have the lunch, they'll go through that, and just a bit of a late start on the Sunday, and we'll march through the day and go through.
And Sus, did you mention who's going to be strapping on the boots for Devon? Did you mention that, or did I miss that?
Oh, have they got a special player, have they? Oh, that's right, they've got...
Jeez!
Well, they got Brett Delidio playing, so we heard Barry Parsons this morning have a chat about that, and look, if the club can get him for a couple of matches, that's going to be a great bonus, and just for the young kids as well, just his leadership and his skill level, I suppose, from from Richmond and GWS. He brings a wealth of experience, and if he plays forward, there's a little man down Mornington named Lockie Susevich who is absolutely looking forward to that challenge. So no, he's playing back. So look, really. We'll pump it up an absolute treat, and I reckon it'll be a great day for footy down there.
Look, absolutely. And in the past, we know that when we get these marquee players fresh out of the AFL system, that they draw a huge crowd. So if you're lucky enough to draw one of these marquee players from the AFL system, they do bring amazing things to the club, and not just at a financial point as well, but what they offer. I know I've been a part of a few marquee players turning up to clubs, and what they offer. I know Brendan Favola was fantastic down at Hastings and talking to the committee and the coach down there, and what he did off the field around training and everything of the sorts was really beneficial for the club. And it's not just about, getting the numbers through the gates and the spend on the bar, but what the clubs actually get out of it is exceptional.
Make no mistake, Devon Meadows are looking to build. I mean, it was great here, and as Barry said, they've had the 5-year plan for the under-19s, and to have that amount of under-19s players, to have Brett Delidio possibly putting a couple of games in down there, that is a big turnout for the club. They've got Ricey down there as well helping out with coaching.
Yes, yeah, that's a huge get for Devon.
Yep. They've had Steve Braddles there the year before. Giving Craig Neil a hand. So look, the club is going in the right direction, and I mean that is the growth corridor. That is the spot there. So
I was talking to Sean through the reserves game, of course, because we weren't on air. But Devon Meadows is their 5-year plan for coming up. Obviously with Botanic Ridge just growing and growing and growing, that's going to be their home now, and whether or not people know that or not, but it's there's going to be a fantastic stadium like place down there for them to call home, and I think it's really exciting for Devon. I just can't wait to see what comes, and of course Pearcedale as well. Their junior club's just sensational, and all their young crews coming through. It's very exciting indeed.
Folks, how about we take a bit of a short break while the teams go into positions, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide.
Coming back. And we're back, guys.
And we're just about to... I've done it again. We need seats next week, Sus. We're starting the third quarter, and it's fined up, which is great to see. As McGuinness went up in the ruck there for Pearcedale. They get the first kick out of the middle by Van der Plume towards the attacking 50. Still an opportunity inside their attacking 50, but the Devon Meadows with the ball and trying to bring the ball back in towards the corridor area. They get it towards the centre wing probably. It's picked up now, an opportunity for them to go forward towards half forward. Mark has been taken. They can go with a long kick. He's kicked 3 goals, McLeod. He might get his 4th there. Oh, that was a mark. I would have thought that was a mark.
No,
he snaps the goal. He puts it through. It doesn't matter. He's put it through for his 4th goal.
Fantastic start by Devon Meadows. You'd expect both teams to come out of the gate strong, but Devon Meadows, of course, with the first to the third.
You didn't like that photo that I just showed you?
Is that where you went?
I went round to get the goal kickers. And
I didn't realise that was 3 minutes ago.
And someone twisted my arm to have a jetty road, so I did.
While I was here holding up the fort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez. And John.
We'll have to dock your pay, Vossi.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As the ball's
I didn't want to have it, Sus. I didn't want to have it, but they twisted my arm.
Throw it up right now. Stick your fingers down your gullet, throw it up.
And then they took a photo of me and they sort of said, "Well, you've got
a selfie. That looked like a selfie." You can't help yourself, Michael.
17 points is the margin here at Pearcedale. Hopefully this fine weather prevails in the second half. Ball comes out and getting tackled on that occasion was the player in, I think it might have been Vanderplume who was tackled. It was.
The radar's clear, guys, and I just got a sneaky feeling the game could open up here.
Oh.
Like I said, it'd be nice to get both sides at 100-point level to this afternoon. I reckon that'd be freaking awesome to get back into local football with two sides having a fair dinkum crack on the scoreboard.
The
Good
ball
tackle.
moves quickly inbound, only to be cut off.
Sydney are doing the job in the AFL against Adelaide.
Oh, easy.
And if you've got Evan, what's his name? Errol Goulden in your Supercoach side, he's on 97 after 139 last week. So he is absolutely tearing a new one at the moment.
Quick kick inbound, sees the ball go out of bounds on the full. Devon Meadows to bring it back in. No doubt they're going to want to keep to the pavilion side of the football oval.
Hamish McLeod with 4 goals, the only goal scorer this
it's a
quarter.
flyer.
Vanderplume went up, couldn't take the mark. Now the ball, an opportunity for Devon. That was pushed in the back as he kicked it, but they will get the ball anyhow. Here's an opportunity for them to go through the centre of the ground, and they go towards full forward. McLeod will go back, and he'll go back, and Murray might have just pushed him in the back there. He pushed him in the side. The umpire said, no, that's fine. He had to sit there, and he probably should have taken it nevertheless.
No, absolutely, but Murray, don't get me wrong, he's an absolute unit. He's a big boy. So when you got him breathing down your neck, you're going to have strife marking that ball. I'll give you the red hot tip.
So the umpire said that's dropping the ball. Free kick here to Luke Murray. Between fullback and centre halfback. He wheels onto the left foot. He goes towards the back pocket. Vanderplume takes the mark. He goes in short. And the mark has been taken by Shannon Reid. Right in front of us. Tell you what, not much of the young fella there, like he's an under-19 kid, but needs to obviously get a bit of weight onto him, but that'll happen in time. But he's had a bit of the ball this afternoon.
Yeah, it's good on him. Needs to increase his wheat pick intake of a morning.
Apparently
he's only doing 5. He needs to do 9.
They're playing the kids, and they're having a go here, Pearcedale. But Devon look like just a little bit more polish at the moment. They go towards McLeod once again, goes up, couldn't take the mark. He had 2 grabs at that. Now an opportunity once again here for Devon. A snap at goal is put through for a goal. And the margin now is out to 23 points on the Ray White of Frankston scoreboard.
I don't like to say it, but Sasovic might be right.
Jeez, it's just got the sneaky feeling.
And he's become less sensitive now, considering the rain has stopped.
I'm really enjoying the matchup of McLeod and Murray. They've been tussling all game, Bossy, and McLeod just getting over Murray at the moment. It's a very good duel. I'm liking it. Full back and full forward. Classic positions, true positions they're playing at the moment.
Yeah, you want the one-on-one battles across the ground. That's what you want, and that's what we seem to be getting at the moment so far, not only in the AFL, but also this local stuff that we've seen for 2 and a bit quarters. That was Luke Daniel. He got hit high.
Hit really high. Nearly had his head taken off. Head over the footy. He'll get the free kick every single time.
Hang on, it's the ball. What's happening here? The
officiator
umpires
has just held up the play because there's someone cleaned up laying on the floor. Looks like to be a Pearcedale player, I believe.
That is a fair mo, by the way. I'm just looking
close up there. No, it's a Devon Meadows player. He doesn't appear to be moving as the trainers are just leaning over him. A little bit of howdy-doos have subsided, which is good to see.
Bo Scoble's mo. It is a fair one, by the way.
I beg your pardon?
Bo Scoble's mo. You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
He styled it just for today.
He has. I saw him with the mow brush. As the Devon Meadows player is just rolling over onto his back, he looks to be in a fair amount of pain, but it looks like he's going to make to his feet as he gets up, helped up by the trainers. Looks like he's had the wind completely taken out of him. He's hunched over on his haunches as he's taken off the field. Looks like he's going to go through the gates, so that's good. He'll be allowed to come back on as play resumes. Pearcedale's ball, free kick. No, sorry, Devon Meadows' ball, free kick as he kicks it long. Mark dropped by Pearcedale.
An opportunity for Devon to perhaps put the foot down here and try and get a match-winning lead. They might have created it already at 23 points. We've still got a quarter and a half to go, but as this game goes on, it's going to be harder to score goals, you would have thought, considering both sides are going to be absolutely spent by the end of it. 7 minutes in the third quarter. It's Devon Meadows 13-7-85. And 9-8-62 is Pearcedale.
It's just how they concentrate now, isn't it, guys? So, what team holds their ground at the moment, I feel?
Well, Pearcedale at the moment, they just need to stay in touch. Devon Meadow have all the play, just moving the ball exceptionally well. When they've got it, they're slick with it. And
they're more polished.
Quickly.
They're more polished.
They're very much more polished.
Ball up, centre wing. McGuinness goes hard at that contest. He got the ball down, didn't hit a target though.
Great
good tackle applied by the kid there in Shannon Reid. Probably could have just about been holding the ball. The umpire said no. Tall and lean as Shannon Reid, but give him time and get the body build up, and he's already competing at the level.
Good tackle.
They're going in hard, these two sides.
Oh, that's high. Umpire was blindsided. Shannon Reid with it again, drops it.
Now
Meadows.
An opportunity for Devon to get the ball out, and they do through the agency there of Hillis. He tried to break the tackle. He got it out just before the umpire blew his whistle. Now an opportunity for Pearcedale to go towards attacking 50. And the ball is knocked away from Hanger over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Touch just before it went out of bounds in the full Vossi. Very lucky there for Pearcedale. They worked very, very hard for that last 2 or 3 minutes, and the ball is in their 50 zone. So Pearcedale to attack.
So kick off the ground out towards where Neil Craig is situated. And I'm sure, can't actually see Neil there at the moment, but he'd be a little bit more comfortable the way things are going at the moment.
There he is. Cool, calm and collected, the Silver Fox.
The thinker.
Got the shades on.
Big hello to all our Mornington Peninsula News Group watchers on their Facebook page.
That's Mornington Peninsula News Group. Tell you what, the best local paper getting around. Absolutely no question about it. And it's fantastic to have their support again for 2021. Two community groups working together.
But the only score I haven't heard from is how the Yarrawonga Mulwala Lakers are doing in their 4 cricket grand finals. So hopefully they're doing well. Had a great week up at Yarra last week. Very, very nice spot up there. A high kick towards the forward pocket. Ball on the ground. Devon Meadows just trying to clear the ball, but good pressure by Pearcedale, just keeping the ball in there, and the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up. 85 Devon Meadows, Pearcedale 62.
And that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard. I've absolutely nailed that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
very, very well done short pass. You've nailed it.
I will be going to Rye Hotel this week to collect, though, because I have mentioned them a couple of times. So I at least want a schooner and a surf and turf, medium rare. As the ball is thrown in, not going too far. Devon Meadows to clear, ball out of bounds again.
Picked up by the Silver Fox.
And he's picked up. It's 1P for the Fox. Look at him, he's just a
fashionista, isn't he?
Oh, he's cool as a cucumber.
Like I said, he'd be happy with the way things are going because Pearcedale did get a couple of goals in front in this game.
Ball wrapped up again.
So it's a little bit slower the action this quarter. Devon Meadows have kicked, 2 goals this quarter. Pearcedale haven't kicked a goal so far for the quarter. But you just never know how it might sort of unfold if Pearcedale can somehow get the crowd involved into it. There's a kick out towards the centre wing. An opportunity for Devon Meadows. They turn around, they lose control, they get the ball back. with a kick towards the centre of the ground. Going there was Johns. The ball was cut off in front of him. Still an opportunity here with the numbers. Actually, Pearcedale have got the numbers. A high kick by Torber. It was inside attacking 50. And then a goal here, Pearcedale. It just needs something to happen because right now, Devon Meadows are just winning all the 50-50 sort of contests down there. They kick the ball out towards defensive 50. Still an opportunity now. There's a kick goes towards full forward. Off the pack, no mark taken. The umpire letting play go on.
Devon Meadows' defence, Vossi, is under siege at the moment.
But they're pretty good under siege here at the Devon Meadows side, but that's not the best kick. Pearcedale rebound towards full forward, but missed the leading out target. And the ball goes over for a boundary throw-in. Still 23 points as the margin.
Boundary umpires earning their keep today. Very, very busy. Both teams looking for the boundary when they can.
Might not be as late a finish as what I thought it was going to be, actually, considering I thought it was going to be about a 5 o'clock finish.
As Cruz West just comes on for Pearcedale. He's had a pretty good impact on the game thus far, so taking a spell.
So, ball goes towards the line and goes over for a boundary throw-in. So 13-7-85 plays 9-8-62. Margin is 23 points in favour of Devon Meadows. We've played 13 minutes in the third quarter. We're live here at Pearcedale this afternoon. And we'll be live at Langwarrin on Good Friday. What time does it start at 4? Is it
4 o'clock twilight game, Vossi.
It starts at 4, so we'll be on about 3:30, I would say, that day.
Yep. Followed by the football show, the Toe Punt football show on the Saturday morning at 9 till 10:30 is our new time slot. We demanded an extra 15 minutes, half an hour, and
by George, we got it.
The gods were good to us because there's way too much to talk about this year.
And plenty of volatility too.
Oh, it's a juggernaut.
It is. You're right. It's a juggernaut. I've said it. Now you're actually believing it's short pass. This is good.
As the ball goes over the boundary line once again, the umpire to throw it back in, like I said, earning his keep today. It is a hot, hot footy. The ball has literally moved within 10 metres in the last maybe 3 or 4 minutes. As the ball's thrown back in, Pearcedale to enter again with a big, big kick, and there's a pack fly. Ball goes to ground. And it's all wrapped up. The umpire to say, I will take it. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits.
Devon Meadows have kicked 2 goals this quarter. Pearcedale, I don't think have scored actually this quarter.
No, I think they've had one inside 50, Vossi.
Kick off the ground outside towards defensive 50. It's picked up for Devon Meadows. Now they go towards the centre wing. Ball not marked. Now knocked off the ground. A chance here at half forward perhaps if they can put some pressure on. Not quite. Still an opportunity here for Devon Meadows. They just continue to buffet the ball forward. They've got it inside their attacking 50, only just though. Pearcedale defence just trying to hold firm and get it to the line, which they haven't quite done, but there is actually a free kick here going to Devon Meadows.
It'll be probably Devon's second or third inside 50 with their Pearcedale defence.
John's tried to charge through. The umpire says that's not holding the ball. That is, in fact, a ball up.
Sorry, Vossi, that is Devon's defence taking a sigh of relief. They've been under pressure for the last probably 10 minutes, I reckon, as Gary Rowan throws the ball back up.
Hamish McLeod has kicked 4 goals for the Devon Meadows side, and he's going to be a target up there in the forward line, especially if he can start clunking his marks, because he's dropped a few marks too, short pass.
Yeah, he has, you're right. But he's been under pressure as a full forward, as you would expect. But, as I say, if you're a key position player like that, that's what you get paid to do. You have your off days and you have your good days. But I reckon 4's okay, Markle.
Yes.
How do you know the goal kickers if you're in there swilling Jetty Roads?
No, hang on. The Jetty Road was put in my hand.
You drank it.
I had to. I couldn't knock it back.
It's rude not to.
It was only the one. Definitely wasn't 2.
It's just the 5 seconds you took the drink and all that stuff, I see. As we go to a boundary
You just
throw
snorkeled it, I think.
Yeah, McLeod's the major goal scorer on the ground with 4.
As the ball thrown back in by the umpire, only to travel 3 metres.
Ball inside, a chance now for a kick on the right foot there for Devon, but
big up and under kick.
Wasn't to be. Now, quick kick out of defence there for Pearcedale. They kick it out towards defensive 50. They went out towards open space. That's holding the ball. That is how you pay it. That is
He's
what it is.
going to reverse it.
Free kick against Isaac Barassi. Now he's got to play on. Does get the hand pass over. Now they're under pressure here, Pearcedale. They're under big pressure. Scoble got the hand pass over to Van der Plume. He goes towards Reed. They managed to get themselves out of trouble there. I don't know how they did that in the end, considering they were absolutely wedged in there. Short pass.
For a young kid, Vossi, I don't appear to have his number 9. What was his? We've called him a couple of times.
Shannon
for
Pearcedale.
Yeah,
Shannon Reed.
Yeah, Shannon Reed has been exceptional in that field of play there, able to just do a hand pass over his shoulder there to find some clear air. Fantastic play by that young fella.
You can call it confidence, you can call it arrogance, you can call it whatever you like, the swagger of kids. They just go in there and they think they can just do it, and he got them out of trouble there, which is, I don't want to concede a goal. They might actually have a chance of getting one here. Hanger at attacking 50, goes in towards the pocket. Ball comes to the back. An opportunity for a kick off the ground and just off target. Through for a behind. So 9-9-63 Pearcedale. 13-7-85 Devon Meadows. We've played 18 minutes in the third quarter.
Caelan Thornton looks very dangerous, number 14 for Pearcedale, whenever he goes near the ball up forward, Vossi.
He kicked a goal in the second quarter and probably had a chance to kick another 2. Actually, he kicked a point and one out the full in that second quarter as well. There's a high kick inside attacking 50, but Devon Meadows just holding their own at the moment. A quick kick towards full forward. That's a poor effort. It was a kick by Trent Robertson. In fact, the kick went towards full forward, but it dropped well short.
Bit of a floater, wasn't it, Vossi?
Yeah, Devon with the opportunity now to come out of defence, and they go out towards the half-back line. It's taken there by Hillis. He's looked good this afternoon. He gets the hand pass over. Now they're away. A quick kick towards centre half forward. He's got to take that Justin Kiss. He didn't. Now Pearcedale with the opportunity to clear. They go out towards centre wing. They just need to try and hold it up here, Devon, and they do.
Kiss very, very down on himself for that drop mark, Vossi. He knows that he's going to go back to the club tonight, hopefully with a W. And after a drop mark like that, you don't want to do stuff like that when there's another 40 players knocking at the door.
Absolutely. You need to do that. You don't take shortcuts, because otherwise, if you do, you're going to find yourself out of the side. The man who's been getting plenty of the ball is number 20 out there for Devon Meadows, Rory Hillis.
Yes.
As well. So the two Hillises playing pretty good games here as far as Devon Meadows are concerned. Boundary umpire threw that ball back into play. Pearcedale just trying to knock it forward. Kick off the ground towards the Devon Meadows interchange bench. Still out inside the field of play now. Quick kick towards attacking 50, but Devon with the numbers back. They take the mark and they can play on.
Devon Meadows look very, very good, Vossi, when they come through the centre of the ground. They're doing it again as we speak.
They are blitzing it through.
The player has set up the play. Now they can go forward towards half forward. Hillis it is. That's Joel Hillis. He goes inside attacking 50 and he's got a teammate who takes the mark.
If Boris doesn't do something about that run through, they're going to be in a whole world of
Absolutely.
hurt at the
They look very good sus when they deliver that ball straight through the centre. There's not much Pearcedale can do when that happens. They've got to block that corridor there from happening.
But to Pearcedale's credit, they're holding the line at the half back, and they're repelling from there, aren't they? So which is really good.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Ball knocked towards the line, goes over for a boundary throw-in.
Pearcedale defence right now under siege, and they hold up every single time.
Hey, Evan, the umps have done pretty good today. I mean, they're blowing the cobwebs off a bit, but they're doing pretty good.
Look, there's been a couple of decisions that were questionable, but I put that down to blindsided.
Rory Hillis towards full forward. Kiss tried to get out the back there and tried to get the easy kick, but the ball didn't bounce kindly for him. is still in there to try and get the ball out. Luke Murray's in there, he dives in, the umpire says I'm going to ball it up. Only the 2 goals scored this quarter. We're 21 minutes into the third quarter. I'm not going to guess at the time this quarter.
No, it's a little bit too hard. There's been a lot of stoppages, a lot of out of bounds. So I think she'll push out to 30 again.
But a goal here for Devon would make it really, really hard for Pearcedale. They haven't looked like scoring a goal this quarter, to be perfectly frank. Get the ball out of trouble. There's a kick off the ground towards the centre. It's picked up there for Pearcedale, and they go backwards once again. And the player who got it was Cruz West. He goes down the line, and the mark has been taken by Luke Daniel, who's got it between wing and right half forward. He goes towards the pocket.
Finds hanger.
And he will kick right in front of where the Devon Meadows interchange bench. You reckon our man Neil Craig will be down there giving him a gobful?
He's just having a whisper to him.
Just telling him the wind's going a certain way.
Probably telling him to go long. So he does. And then the ball's fisted out of bounds to be thrown back in by the umpire. The grey skies have cleared up. The sun is beautiful. The ball would still be like soap, but it's going to get sticky soon enough with that heat going through it. So we should see some cleaner football very, very shortly as Devon Meadows clears the ball once again out of their defensive 50. Move it along quick, real quick, to the half-forward position. Mark taken there by Devon. Ball moved on quick again, chopped off. Goes to ground.
They're just trying to... Well, I don't know what sort of kick that was. I was going to say it was a banana kick, but actually deliberately went back 35 metres then. I don't know why. They had big McLeod in the goal square. There was one out, and they should have just gone straight to him.
That was really bad. Well, that was really poor decision-making, wasn't it, Vossi?
Yeah, no, not the smartest move at all. As the kick comes back towards Pearcedale's attacking 50, it's taken by Joel Hillis. He gets a hand pass over, and that's Drew, goes down the line. That, of course, was Nathan. I believe, yes, it was Nathan Drew. Got the ball. Went down towards centre wing, the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Don't you give McLeod the opportunity to bring the ball to ground? That seems to be the flavour of the day. They've converted quick goals from the ball to ground. There was no opportunity for him to do that.
But also with his size, and Luke Murray, as you said, is a decent size as well. You've just got to try and let the full forward go to work.
Exactly right. But they've got Kiss at McLeod's feet. Why wouldn't you just allow him to come through and at least give him the opportunity?
So Kiss has got to kiss McLeod's feet. Okay, that's fine.
Well, you've got to do what you got to do.
He might have to kiss the Coasters' feet to get a game next week. Devon have got huge numbers, as we heard.
Yeah, we did hear that on the Toe Pun Football Show this morning. They're inundated. They almost had to turn off their phones in February, as Baz was still getting phone calls saying, I want to come to your club. That is a very, very good position to be in as the ball is chopped off by Devon Meadows. Speak of the Devils. Picked up by a Pearcedale player.
Hand pass back, and Pearcedale looking to just try and get a goal before three-quarter time. We've played 25 minutes in the third quarter. But they're not going very convincingly about it. Here's an opportunity for them perhaps. Oh, that was a poor hand pass. It was just a little bit high for his opponent there. A quick kick by Torber it was towards full forward. It's picked up for Devon Meadows, and they can clear it towards the non-commentary side of the ground. Ball goes towards the line. It's picked up here for Pearcedale. They can try and load up once again. And they go down towards half forward, but that is a poor kick.
Out of bounds in the full, Vossi. What I've noticed, Vossi, is Pearcedale just not as effective with their cute ball use. And Devon Meadows are bringing it back to basics, which I'm really enjoying. They're just moving the ball long and quick, and it's working for them. Not as silky as Pearcedale's style of play at the moment. I think it's just a little bit too cute for round one. It's not working, so things need to change there, but I'm sure it will. I'm sure that silkiness will come, but not for round one. They need to go long and strong.
There's a quick kick towards half forward now, an opportunity. John's a hand pass, and another one over the top back to the give and go with Johns there. He threw that one out. That's what Mark Litzarf did last night. He threw that ball out, and he didn't get penalised, but the right decision was paid then with the free kick to Pearcedale at half back. 13,785 plays 9,963. The Ray White of Frankston scoreboard.
If an umpire who earns $120 a game for the MPNFL can get the decision right, how can't an AFL umpire?
100% agree. Kick out towards the centre wing. It's picked up here for Devon Meadows, and that's a poor kick out towards the line. Just keeping the ball in play there was McLeod. I thought they might have been out. The up-boundary umpire was caught out just a little bit. Kick goes down the line towards centre wing. Not marking the ball on that occasion was Drew. He got the ball back towards the half-back area, but player's going to stack up. The umpire says, I'm going to ball it up, and he does.
Nearly 27-minute mark, folks. 2 goals scored, so bit interesting.
Load up those sponsors at three-quarter time, Sus, because you haven't had too many chances to go to a break this quarter.
After all, they do pay the bills. Luke Murray from the full back line just informed the umpire that perhaps his teammate didn't have the ball.
Ball knocked down for Pearcedale. A chance there for Reid. He got the ball over towards his teammate Van der Plume. He goes with a high kick towards centre half forward. No mark taken. Ball on the ground. It's picked up here. And actually an opportunity for Pearcedale in their pocket. I was going to say, because Devon Meadows looked to hand pass it. It was smothered, I think.
They've had plenty of opportunity this quarter, haven't they, Sus, to put the score on the board. But the defensive pressure of Devon Meadows, geez, you've got to give it to them. And I think Pearcedale were just too cute around the footy.
I think it's a game of 2 lines. I mean, that the full back line of Devon has done remarkably well, and the half back line of Pearcedale has done good as well.
Yeah. 28 minutes that quarter went. Sus, play those sponsors.
We're away, folks, and we'll be back straight after this. You're listening and watching RPPFM, the voice of Peninsula football.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide. Chic, a station sponsor.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787 4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Battery Old Mornington. We are the Batteryologists. With an extensive Australian-made range, we're everyday people with a passion for all things batteries. And helping our customers by providing battery solutions no matter how big or small across the Morning Peninsula is our goal. Can't come to us? We'll come to you. Battery Old Mornington. Locally owned and here to help Peninsula people anywhere, anytime. Battery Old Mornington. Station sponsor.
Brighton Auto is your Bayside and Peninsula automotive one-stop shop. This all-in-one award-winning Mitsubishi, MG and SsangYong dealership is also offering Holden certified parts and service. They have a huge range of new, demo and used vehicles plus factory-trained service technicians. Your proud RPPFM station sponsor, Brighton Auto, will also ensure your dream car is well within reach and kept in great hands. Why not visit brightonauto.com.au or find them at 67 Nepean Highway, Elstonwick, LMCT 10680.
With Bendigo Bank's new Complete Home Loan, you'll be completely taken care of. With a completely awesome rate, complete offset on fixed and variable loans, and a home loan specialist completely dedicated to you. So if you're not completely sure about the Big Four, search Bendigo Bank Complete Home Loan or head into Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Lending criteria, terms, conditions, fees and charges apply.
A station sponsor.
Welcome
And
back.
Welcome back to Pearcedale Reserve, where we are here covering a fantastic game of football. Pearcedale Football Club 9-9-63 plays Devon Meadows 13-7-85. A very, very interesting quarter of football, Vossi, with only 2 goals kicked. Couple of behinds in that quarter. Devon Meadows looking very, very comfortable at the moment. You would think, but also Pearcedale in their huddle just looking relaxed. They're broken up into their what am I trying to say?
Their groups, their midfield, defensive midfield, and forward groups.
Thank you. They've broken up into their groups. They're just having a chat. Like I said, scoreboard reads 9-9-63 to 13-7-85. The stage is set for what's going to be a fantastic fourth quarter. Sus, you still think it's going to blow out?
Look, I just get the feel. I just feel that Devon Meadows are concentrating a bit more, and that centre line of Devon is absolutely blitzing. I reckon Neil will be going off at his forwards. They're not moving enough.
Yeah.
And the Pearcedale back line is holding up very well. So it's on a seesaw at the moment, and it's mate who wants to get the ball first. And I'm sure we'll see Boris pump the boys up and get Pearcedale up and going.
Yep, there's no question about that as the boys move in to their group huddle. I'm sure Boris is going to have plenty to say to them. The game is won, they say, generally in the third quarter, but it's very, very close. Pearcedale still playing exceptional footy as Devon Meadows break up from their huddle to take their positions. Pearcedale only have just gone into their huddle, so they might be a little bit longer. Neil Craig clearly is a man of few words sometimes, so I reckon he would be pretty comfortable. We had John seems to be making his way over from the Devon Meadows huddle, so he'll give us a snippet of what Neil Craig has been saying to his players. He would have just put trust into them, wouldn't he, Vossi? Just said, you've got this. This is what we've been training to do. We want our first win for the 2021 season.
We want to sing that song.
Well, it hasn't been sung in a while.
Do they? What's their tune? Do they sing to the tune of Tigerland? They use Pantherland, do they?
Couldn't tell you, mate. I'd love to make.
It's been that long. I'm trying to remember.
I'd love to make something up, but I can't. It's as simple as that. We are from Pantherland, maybe.
I think it could be.
And we live next to Coolabah Herbs. Do you reckon it goes something like that?
Maybe not quite like that, but margin is 22 points here at three-quarter time.
As I said, Pearcedale still in their huddle. If we've got the roving mic on for John. John, you're good to go, mate. What did Neil Craig have to say in that three-quarter time huddle?
Pretty much three-quarter time. We're not playing a zone. We didn't know why when the ball's on the wing we were playing a zone down back. No need to whack Pearcedale players in the head when we got a week off. We just need to concentrate on the ball. Let's not think that they are buggered or out of this in this last quarter. The scoreboard does not determine our effort.
Okay.
Boris did touch earlier on the fact that they run games out. They've been running games out well in the pre-season, Pearcedale. So this is the thing they've got to guard against.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Neil Craig knows that, and that's why he said Pearcedale aren't out of this. The margin isn't at all that big. It's only really a couple of kicks, and then they've got a sniff. We've seen, the long quarters. Each quarter going over 25 minutes, one quarter going into 36 minutes. So there's still plenty of football to play. It's anyone's game still. Wowee. The heavens are going to stay open. Therefore, we're set for a beautiful sunny afternoon of football with the fourth quarter about to kick off, just waiting for the crowd to disperse and for the players to get in their positions. Umpire's happy as he holds the ball up in the air.
So, start of the last quarter, margin is 22 points. Pearcedale need a goal. They've only scored the 2 since quarter time, and there's an opportunity for them to get the ball up towards full forward. Can they get a mark on this occasion? Ball knocked down and then knocked away by Drew over the line for a boundary throw-in.
We've spoken about Devon Meadows' defence, and that was just absolute pure defence work there. 2 taps, 2 defensive players doing what they have to do to kill that ball. Well done. they look threatening early, Pearcedale.
And Jaron Ostrom was the player who got the ball inside the 50 with that kick. So, quick kick is off target, in fact, out of bounds in the full.
Unfortunate, because that's going to give DevonMeadows the opportunity to slingshot the ball here. Let's see how they move the ball. Interesting next minute of play, I would suggest.
That was Carlin Thornton who had the shot there and kicked it out in the full. So he's had a few shots. He's kicked one, but I reckon he's kicked probably 2 out of bounds and behind. So he's probably had 4 shots at goal, but hasn't been able to do the ultra damage on the score. But at the SCG, Sydney are up by 54 points in the last quarter in that game against the Adelaide Crows. Isn't it great to see Buddy back too?
Yeah,
I don't know how he's gone today, but it's great to see him back playing. And hopefully he gets an uninterrupted run at it now. And
a chance for a defensive mark for Pearcedale dropped.
Yeah, they can get the ball out with a chain of hand passes they do towards half forward. Picking the ball up and now going backwards once again. They've got to try and get a bit more confidence into their play. They need a goal. They kick towards the forward pocket. It goes over the line. It's touched over the line and out of bounds on the far side of the ground. Margin is 22 points.
Field umpire says throw it up, please.
Neil's looking a little bit anxious over there. We wonder whether the great man will come over and have a chat to us straight after.
He has said that he will.
Okay, so that's good.
But we don't ask too much of our coaches.
Buddy's kicked 3 goals in Sydney's game, so he's had a good start back. So that's about, another 40-odd goals or 50 goals he's got to kick for the 1,000. Ball knocked off the ground and over the line for a boundary throw. It's been, even though the weather's fined up since half-time, it's been very scrappy short pass.
Yeah, look, it has. Unfortunately, we saw some silky skills early, and then the heavens opened up and she started persisting down. And, it's been a little bit scrappy. Some skill errors there on both teams, but you'd expect that with a wet, heavy footy, Vossi. She was running pretty hard. As the ball comes in, DevonMeadows in possession in their defensive.
They're fiddling around with it here.
They're just trying to move.
That's holding the ball.
You're gone.
That's holding the ball.
Oh, Struth.
Rowan, that's 2 you've got today that you've got absolutely wrong. That's prior opportunity.
Vossi, let's just talk about that rule quickly. I don't want to take away from the football game so much, but he did get a handball out. So that has been allowed that we've seen in AFL.
As far as I'm concerned, the tackle was applied. He took ages to get rid of it.
Yeah.
There's ball picked up here by Lee Craig. It was. He goes in short. The mark has been taken here at centre half back.
So tackle is applied. The tackle's held for, you would say, 2 seconds, and then the player gets free to correctly dispose of the football.
I grab you and I throw you round. I bring you round on a 360, and sometimes it even goes to a 720. As I was saying on Volatile this morning.
Yep.
It happens like that, and it annoys me because if you go on a 360-degree tackle, you've definitely had prior opportunity. If you go on a 720, you've more than definitely had a prior opportunity.
But then last night's case, there was that incorrect disposal where he's pretty much thrown the ball out as well.
It's holding the ball, it's throwing the ball, it's illegal disposal, whatever you want to call it. It was a free kick last night against Blitzarves, contrary to what he says.
Yep.
13-7-85 is the score. DevonMeadows 9-9-63 Pearcedale. Devon just in control.
It would appears that they're just trying to slow down the pace of the game, Vossi.
Maybe they're getting tired too. It is round 1 after all.
It is round 1. They've been training for over 52 weeks, you would expect. So with no real game time in their legs at all. They know they've got the break next week, so you've got to give it all. If you want the first W for the year, there's no holding back. You got to break next week.
I suppose you see from both clubs today, it's been a great effort where we've had 3 games of great footy.
Rory Hillis off to Joel, who got the kick smothered off the boot, and the ball goes towards the line and trickles over for a point. So 13-8-86, plays 9-9-63. Margin is 23 points here on the Ray White of Frankston scoreboard.
Pearcedale taking out the under-19s.
And DevonMeadows winning the reserves by a point.
Good game, the reserves game. Devonmeadows would have been devastated not to take the W in the threes, but Pearcedale just too strong, getting it done comfortably, I would have thought.
Devon really put the brakes on here, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They have, Sus. You're absolutely right. They're just trying to control play, possession footy. They don't want it to end in the hands of Pearcedale, so they're going to try and control the possession. They don't want it to go to ground, because what Pearcedale have done today and have been very good at doing is controlling that footy and getting it out from packs and then moving it quickly, where Devonmeadows have just been really silky in that possession long style football.
Yep. As we see the boundary umpire just about to throw it in. Look, it's just great. We just scanned around there for the last 30 seconds and seen a great crowd around the boundary line there, and it's fantastic to be back in footy in 2021. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
High kick for Pearcedale towards half forward. And Mark taken in front. He started in the forward line. He's playing in defence now as Lee Craig. He goes in short.
Yeah, it's all about possession now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they've got the ball, the opposition can't score. So
Mark being paid there on true wing position by Devonmeadows.
Just looking at Glenn Anderson's boots out there, number 16 for Pearcedale. He's got the bright blue boots on.
Yeah, Pearcedale with some flary wheels today. There's no question about that.
Get plenty of the ball, as they say, if you're going to wear shoes like that.
Absolutely. But Devon just, obviously, Neil has a bit of a code down at his club. I don't want anything flary, please. Just play the bloody game.
Long kick, inside attacking 50, going up, not marking on that occasion. Ball falls to ground. It's picked up here for the Devonmeadows side. They go backwards with the hand pass towards Fletcher, who goes inside attacking 50. Centre half forward is the ball. Defensive hand pass. No, that's holding the ball. And probably a fair enough decision too.
Yeah, no, that was a good decision then. Took on a player, got tackled, ball came out.
We heard Neil Craig say earlier that they start with 2 away games. Obviously, this one was supposed to be home, and now they play Rye at Rye under lights in a couple of weeks' time.
Pearcedale very quick to move the ball on there. They know that time is of the essence here, as we've played 8 minutes in the fourth quarter.
They haven't looked like scoring a goal basically since about 15 minutes in the second quarter.
This would be their second entry, I think, Vossi.
They just can't get something happening here. They kick the ball across the face of goal, but taking the mark there on this occasion for Devonmeadows is the player in Brody McConnell, who's got it at full back. He goes with a good left foot kick. Baumgartner should have taken that in. Then with one hand there, Baumgartner. That was poor. Gives his opponent the opportunity to go forward, and Glenn Anderson takes the mark.
Boris like that a lot, getting quite vocal, Vossi. That he knows that, like I just said, time is of the essence. They need to start kicking some goals if they're going to hang on here.
But you know, if they kick a goal here, all of a sudden the margin's back to 16
That's
points.
Exactly right.
There's still nearly 20 minutes to go.
That's exactly right.
So needs to kick this to try and get the confidence of the side going. He has kicked the goal. Where's the fist pump? 2 players come towards, 3 players come towards him. They're not overly excited. They don't believe Pearcedale at the moment, it seems. They're just going back to the middle and saying, oh, well, we'll kick the goal. That's all right. We're not going to win.
Absolutely.
They don't believe at the moment. On the outside, they might on the inside, but they don't look it on the outside.
Well, maybe they're just not willing to celebrate yet. They know they've got a job to do, so they don't want to get too up and about. Let's see if they get in front and are up by a goal, and if they kick another goal, let's see how hard they celebrate then. They know they've got a job to do, so let's get the ball back to the centre as the umpire throws it back up.
McGuinness in the ruck. He gets the hand pass out now. An opportunity. They come forward through Ostrom. Goes towards full forward. Going up, but couldn't take the mark. Now the ball will be picked up here by, I think that was by the player in O'Connell who went out toward, no, it wasn't O'Connell. In fact, it was Craig. I think it might have been who went out towards centre wing. Ball goes back inside attacking 50, but now Devon will win out again through Drew. Goes towards half back. And diving on the ball. And now they get the ball out. They've just got to get the ball to the outside. They get another goal here, and all of a sudden the confidence might start to grow a little bit. They're only 16 points down. I need the next goal, though, and they need it quickly. We've travelled over 10 minutes in the last quarter. Kick towards half forward. It's picked up. A defensive hand pass back now. An opportunity for Pearcedale to load up from half back. They get the ball out towards, they've got another lot of red boots, I think, there. Now, ball defensive hand pass once again. It was lost in transit, now picked up by O'Connell for Devon Meadows. It goes towards attacking 50. The ball bounced unkindly and a shot at goal is going to bounce in the goal screw. It's going to be picked up. A snap at goal by McLeod. And I reckon he's put through his 5th goal. And I reckon if he has, I reckon that's just about the game. 11 minutes in the last quarter.
Oh, goal umpire's talking to the field umpire, Vossi.
Well, McLeod celebrated. And we're the longest way you could be away from that. No, they've given a point.
Called a behind. Touched off the boot, perhaps.
So 17 points is the margin. All results still possible at the moment.
Yeah, no question.
13,886 Devon Meadows, 10,969 Pearcedale.
You mentioned, Vossi, that Pearcedale didn't get up and about in their last major, and it just goes to what we were saying, that as soon as that ball hit the ground, Pearcedale were able to take their opportunity, move the ball quick, resulting in a goal, not what Devon Meadows wanted at all. They need to keep possession of the footy if they're going to win, because Pearcedale are looking the goods right now.
West goes towards half forward. It's a poor kick. It's marked there by, I think that might be by, is it Fletcher or Baumgartner? It might be Baumgartner who's got it.
That's Baumgartner.
It is indeed. Goes towards centre wing, but man in front.
Great defensive mark.
And rightly so. Kick towards the centre of the ground. Anderson, their last goal kicker. Can the man with the blue boots inspire them to something here? A kick towards centre half forward. And dropping the mark there was Baumgartner. Now that is holding the ball. Right decision.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity. He didn't get the kick away. He got dragged down, and that's holding the ball, and that's fair enough.
Vossi, Baumgartner's just about dropped every mark he's gone for.
And I reckon a couple of them he's gone one-handed too. Okay, so
if this results in a goal, I'd be taking Baumgartner off, because that was an easy chest mark that fell out of the breadbasket. He's been lucky to mark the ball twice today, and he's had about 13 opportunities.
To bring the margin back to 11 points, this is going to take a big kick. He's outside the, 40-metre zone, 50-metre zone. 40-metre zone you call it, so we'll go with that.
Yep.
But he's kicking from outside the arc. He's pretty much directly in front now. What sort of kick has he got here?
It's a beautiful kick.
Now the crowd makes some noise. The local side might win their first game in 2 years, because they only won one game 2 years ago, and that was the first game down at Rye, if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember that. And they looked good then.
And they stormed home in the last quarter to win that game.
Yeah, they did. Yep, Rye lost that game, but the crowd are getting behind Pearcedale. Pearcedale are getting behind Pearcedale. There's plenty of belief here still. 11,975 plays Devon 13,886 here at Pearcedale Reserve. Vossi.
And Craigie's been a little bit more anxious on there on the sidelines. He's looking nervous, the old boy.
A little bit more fidgety. There's no question about that.
Okay, so 11 points is the margin. 10. That's a good tackle applied there. Now an opportunity for them once again. They go with a high kick inside attacking 50. Can Hanger take a mark? No, he's beaten to the contest there. And that's good. If that blew into my head, that one.
Devon Meadows just wanting to slow down the play again.
Tim Saunders is the player there who took that mark and beat Hanger in the contest.
He's been paid the mark.
This is Hussey with the ball for Pearcedale. He's called to play on. Standing start kick goes towards big... Torber couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground. And a quick kick out towards the scoreboard side of the ground. Devon just trying to hang on here at the moment. Pearcedale with a couple of goals in this last quarter, and all of a sudden they're just starting to believe that they can maybe pinch this game and get their first win in 2 years.
There's a mark by Baumgartner. He heard me.
So he goes towards half forward. Shocking kick though.
Pearcedale are up here, aren't they? They're moving.
Absolutely, Sus. You're absolutely right.
Out towards Centenaria's got it. He kicked a goal in the second quarter, and a good one it was too. Kick towards half forward. Flooding back there and taking the mark on that occasion is Isaac Barassi.
Barassi just wanting to hold up play.
So Barassi goes out with a kick towards the defensive side of centre wing. Mark has been taken there, and it's been taken by Adam Pasquale. He goes in short. He's got to play possession football, but it's probably too early to do that at the moment. 15 minutes played in the last quarter, probably 10 minutes of play to go. They're up by 11 points here, Devon Meadows. And they are hanging on by the barest hair on their chinny chin at the moment.
Would you go to a 2-on-1 contest in that kick, Vossi? Or would you go over their heads?
Yeah, you'd try and maybe change the direction of the ball. Maybe just bring it inward or go backwards or something. Might be the order of the day.
I just thought it strange they went inboard and then straight out to the side. They would have, if they would have been more directed in going down the corridor there.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It's worked for Devon all day.
Jacob Allen tried to get the ball there and just took it towards the line and got tackled. So discretion better part of valour as the ball comes back into play. So they're trying to charge through. That's holding the ball.
It is, and umpire holding the ball. Devon Meadows to get the free kick.
And this man has been a very, very good player this afternoon.
Yeah, no, he has. He's had a
Joel
cracking
Hillis.
game.
He goes with a kick towards half forward. I was wondering who he was going to, actually. And there's a high kick and down towards full forward, but it's been off the hands of the pack and through from behind. So we're at 12 points.
Margin.
So 2 goals and Pearcedale can tie the scores. Still got plenty of time at the moment. They don't need to rush it.
Pearcedale quick to bring the ball back in, Vossi.
Mark taken by West. Goes down the line looking there for his teammate there, and Hanger, who kicked a couple of goals early. Hasn't really sided it too much since then.
Hanger was very good early, Vossi, but it's just dropped off a bit.
Just going around in circles here. Shannon Reid with the ball. Gets a hand pass off, and now they go in short. They've got the loose man here in the centre of the ground if they can get it to him. They've got the loose man absolutely 40 metres in the clear. I don't see him. They've got to just take these marks. They've got to pinpoint passes because the man's still on his own there.
That's high. Free kick to Pearcedale in the wing position. Quick to move it on. He wants to cross, go inbound.
Bo Scoble was the player who was on his own. He's still probably 15 metres in the clear there at the moment. Now, quick kick towards half forward. Hanger's got it. He's 50 out from goal. He's got the leading Thornton.
Speak of the devil, Vossi.
Oh, he'll go to Thornton in the pocket, who takes the mark. No, in fact, it's out in the full.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He took the mark, but it was out of bounds in the full before he took it. So
boundary umpire in a perfect position there to get that call right.
12 points of margin in favour of Devon Meadows, and the ball will go out of play in front of Barassi there over the line for a boundary throw-in.
I don't think Devon wanted that. They wanted the run of the play. This is a good opportunity here for Pearcedale if they set right.
Yeah, just got to get a goal in. I reckon they're 1 point behind the score, but I reckon it's 13-9 to 11-9, so I reckon it's 12 points. That's not 15. Quick kick. Thornton's got it. Right foot snap. It hits the post.
The runner absolutely bleeding that one hit the post. I think, Suss, you may agree with this, mate, but Devon just giving him a little bit of space when the ball's inbound in their 50 metre zone. They're giving him too much space.
Yeah,
they need to tighten up.
They've taken their foot off the pedal, Devon, especially their back line.
Right. They're giving Pearcedale too much opportunity, and Pearcedale, hats off to them, are really taking their opportunities.
So
They're
11 points is the margin here in the match of the day. A kick out towards half-back, and the ball will be seen over the line for a boundary throw-in. So an opportunity here for Pearcedale if they can get themselves in the right spot. They
what
can
a cracking
go forward.
Game of football, Vossi. Round 1, footy's back.
I tell you what, you're full of beans today, aren't you?
Oh, mate.
Reed's
I've
got
struggled
it.
to speak
Goes
all
with
day.
a high kick inside attacking 50. Goes to a pack of players. Hanger might have been held there.
Yeah, no, I think tunnelled.
The umpire letting play go on. He seemed to
You reckon?
It was that. It
Okay.
was he pulled his jumper was pulled back. Definitely held in the but the umpire didn't see it. Kick off the ground about 15 metres out from their goal. They just got to try and stay firm here, Devon Meadows.
Much better by Devon then.
They get the ball out of trouble. We're just about to reach time on. We're 19 and a half minutes in the last quarter. It's 11 points the margin. It's picked up by McLeod. A kick inside attacking 50. Going back and not being able to do too much with the ball, but the ball's at the right end of the ground as far as Devon Meadows are concerned.
Ball to be thrown up. Devon would have loved for the ball to go out of bounds as all players start making their way down.
Quick kick. Out of bounds on the full. There's time. I don't know how much time. Devon have kicked 1 and Pearcedale have kicked 2 this quarter. I would suspect there's probably about 6 minutes of play left. But it's been up and down today, the time, so you just don't know.
The fat lady, she's nowhere to be seen. She's not comfortable.
And I'm a bit suspicious about the scoreboard there because the scoreboard is, I think, is missing a point. I think it's 87 to 76.
That's what I've been calling the last 5 minutes, Sus. Have a listen.
Oh, whack! Whack!
Oh. On your Vossie.
Definitely miss it. I'm volatile already, Sus. We're only in round 1. Imagine when we get to round 18.
Wow.
Wow-wee.
Doing a good job in there, Sus. And the shots that you're seeing are going right around Australia, as we heard from Nathan Drew, Uncle Craig there. And all of a sudden is an opportunity for Devon to go back into attack once again.
That's a very good kick.
As the kick goes towards the top of the goal square, no mark taken. Just got to try and hold it in here. If they get a goal there, they're home, Devon. They get the ball out. Still got the opportunity. Quick kick off the ground there by Hellis towards the goals. It's kicked through for a point. So I reckon it's 12 points. And
you reckon if they kick a goal here, it's over?
I reckon it's 13 points now.
13-10 to 11-10 is the margin. That's the score.
Yep.
Let's not argue, ladies.
That's the score. I'm just saying, if they kick a goal, low scoring last quarter, a goal to Devon and they win.
Yep.
A goal to Pearcedale and all of a sudden we've got a grandstand finish in the opening game for the first game in basically 560 odd days. Quick kick for Pearcedale towards half forward. That's well played. Blind went around a couple. Now the kick towards centre half forward. Wasn't the greatest of kicks. You've got to go a bit harder there. The Pearcedale play there in, it was Kay Torber.
50.
Jeez, that's a coach killer, that one.
Oh, isn't it sus? Just pushing the man over after he marked the ball, resulting in a 50-metre penalty. He's going to get him at least in the 50-metre arc there, I would say. Can't quite see the paint, but I reckon it's about 40 out, giving Devon Meadows a chance to seal the game.
I can understand those like in the first quarter, the second quarter, but last quarter.
Yeah, look, it's just undisciplined footy as far as I'm concerned. Oh, geez, and he's mung that off the boot.
Justin Pierce, that was.
He's mung that off the boot, just through for a minor. Scoreboard reads 13-10-88 to Pearcedale 11-10-76.
Well, they need 3 goals. They need 3 scores, Pearcedale.
That's right.
13 points is the margin.
22-minute mark, 23 minutes just gone. And that's on the Ray White Frankston scoreboard.
They're looking strong at the moment here. They look as though they're going to hold on here, Devon Meadows. What's happening here? Just given a free kick. It's going to back on play. Pearcedale are off to the races then.
Yeah, they were.
But they're going to have a shot at goal here, Devon Meadows.
Another undisciplined act, Vossi. Another push after his opponent
Justin
got rid of
Kiss
the ball.
is the man again.
He's been kissed with luck.
I think Vossi's going to have some fun with this.
Well, he's kicked the goal. Will he blow him a kiss?
Surely you'd go up to your opponent and go, thanks for that.
They're the old Alan Jakovich on Glenn Jakovich from 30 years ago. Devon Meadows are home here in the match of the day. 14-10-94, plays 11-10-76. We've played 24 minutes in the last quarter and not enough time. Devon are home. Short pass.
Yeah, look, I think you're right. 14-10-94 plays 11-10, as you just said, 76 Vossi, and I think you might be right, mate. There's some pretty hung heads on the Pearcedale football team. They still need to instill a little bit of faith if they think they're a chance. But, geez, just by their body language, mate, I think it's all over Red Rover. As Devon Meadows take possession of the ball inside the centre square again, and there's a stoppage. Umpire says, I'll take the ball for a throw-up. Thank you very much.
Was it me, or was there not a reaction there from the Devon crowd?
Yeah, no reaction at all. Sus, you're absolutely right.
So they got 2 teams in cricket finals today, Vossi?
3.
3 teams, right? Yeah. So they're obviously down watching the cricket and hope they're enjoying the broadcast today.
Yeah, well, there's a few people in black and red, Sus. So you'd expect there'd be a few of them here, but maybe they're just keeping a lid on things. I don't know. As they take possession of the ball again.
We know who Devon's opponent is next game. That's in 2 weeks' time. They play Rye, and Pearcedale's next opponent is Crib Point at Crib Point.
Well, the Rye match will be interesting because that's under lights on Saturday night. So down at Rye.
That's a reunion of the 2001, is it? Premiership side of Crib Point. It's a reunion anyhow.
free kick to Pearcedale. McLeod running in.
They're all crashing at Dwayne Annabelle's place apparently.
Oh,
and then,
great mark there.
They're going to get on the sauce the next day, or not previous night and the next day. Good mark to Torba.
Thank you, Torba. Stretched body
This is
takes
where,
a mark
this is where
inside.
the angle he had the shot at before. He's a little bit closer. We know he'll get the distance. It's a question of accuracy. Can he bring the margin back to 12 points? I still reckon if he kicks it, I still reckon they're going to run out of time. But they've competed hard here today. Pearcedale, they're just going to come up a little bit short. He's going to cross the 40 mark. He goes into the open goal. Or not goes into the open goal. He walks straight in. That kicks the goal.
He's trying to get the boys up and about. I don't know if you heard it, but I certainly did. Torba trying to get the boys, give them a little bit of belief. We need that ball quick back in the centre. They want to have another crack, Vossi. They still believe they can do this.
I'm trying to get an indication from the benches to see how long there is to go in the game, because normally it's sort of the runner will be out there, sort of letting people know what's going on, how long to go in the game.
Which he is.
If there's any indication on the last 3 quarters, we could be going for another 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
The runner will know. The runner will know exactly what's going on with the time. Actually, that runner, I do recognise that runner. That's Steve Edwards. I played cricket against him at Rosebud in low-grade cricket, and he hit a mean cricket ball, I tell you. And he bowls a pretty slippery ball too.
25-5.
Just wondering
Fun
how long to
facts
go.
with Vossi.
Sorry?
Said 25-5. Fun facts with Vossi.
There you go. I know a lot of people, as I told you.
I know. Doesn't mean you have to tell us where they come from and how you know them.
No, I recognise them. And then it dawned on me who it was.
Do you reckon our listeners care?
Oh, probably not.
I do, Vossi, I do.
Oh, yeah. No, you're a good man, short pass. Now,
Rowan just wanting to get in there, the master officiator, and just control what's happening here. He's got plenty to say.
Runner goes out again, so I'm just... Has he got the message out yet how long there is to go? Surely they'll know. There's two goals of difference. It actually might be 13 points. It might actually be 3 scores.
Great defensive mark there by DevonMeadows. Could be a match-winning mark.
Taken by Adam Pasquale it was. Goes to the high kick. Towards half forward. Packer players go up. No mark taken. And there's the siren.
There is a siren.
So that's why the runner wasn't urgent out there, because they basically knew that they were going to run out of time. 13-point winner to DevonMeadows in the match today. We'll be back after the break to wrap up.
Chic is blending contemporary design and technological innovation into all of its televisions, fridges and freezers, meeting the lifestyle needs of all Australians. Did you know that Chic are exclusive television supplier to the Formula One Rolex Australian Grand Prix? From their Australian headquarters in Melbourne, Chic carefully select, import, market and sell products suited to Australian conditions. Chic are proud of their history. Just ask their millions of satisfied customers worldwide. Chic, a station sponsor.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787 4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Battery Mornington. We are the Batteryologists. With an extensive Australian-made range, we're everyday people with a passion for all things batteries. And helping our customers by providing battery solutions no matter how big or small across the Morning Peninsula is our goal. Can't come to us? We'll come to you. Battery Mornington. Locally owned and here to help Peninsula people anywhere, anytime. Battery Mornington. Station sponsor.
Brighton Auto is your Bayside and Peninsula automotive one-stop shop. This all-in-one award-winning Mitsubishi, MG and SsangYong dealership is also offering Holden certified parts and service. They have a huge range of new, demo and used vehicles plus factory-trained service technicians. Your proud RPPFM station sponsor, Brighton Auto, will also ensure your dream car is well within reach and kept in great hands. Why not visit brightonauto.com.au or find them at 67 Nepean Highway, Elstonwick, LMCT 10680.
With Bendigo Bank's new Complete Home Loan, you'll be completely taken care of. With a completely awesome rate, complete offset on fixed and variable loans, and a home loan specialist completely dedicated to you. So if you're not completely sure about the Big Four, search Bendigo Bank Complete Home Loan or head into Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Lending criteria, terms, conditions, fees and charges apply.
A station sponsor.
And welcome back to Pearcedale Recreation Reserve, where we just witnessed a brilliant game of football, local football. It's back in business, baby. Devon Meadows taking out the Chocolates, 14-12, 96 played 12-10, 82. Fantastic game of football to be a part of, Vossi. Mate, what was your cap of the day?
Well,
just a recap of the day, please.
Well, basically, there was goals aplenty in the first quarter. There was 14 in the first quarter. We only under 26 for the day, but both sides showed a tendency to attack, which I liked. I don't reckon Neil Craig will be very happy with the way they finished that game, to be perfectly honest. They gave Pearcedale many looks in that last quarter. We're looking over the camera. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking of that. Got to get used to that again. Neil Craig, I reckon, won't be very happy short pass. I reckon they've given Pearcedale a few looks in that last quarter, and Pearcedale haven't been able to win for 2 years, and obviously we didn't play last year, but they haven't won a game for the last 18 games that they've played, so they probably don't know how to win at the moment, in fairness to them. So I reckon you'll find that Neil Craig will be sort of sitting back and going, well, how do I really assess that?
Do you know what, Vossi? I reckon that Neil Craig, there is no question that Neil Craig sent his boys out at three-quarter time, starting the fourth quarter, saying you need to control the football, because that was very, very evident. And I think they took away the fact that Pearcedale, when the ball went to ground, they were very, very effective. So when Pearcedale had their opportunities to do so, they did, and they looked dangerous when they had possession. Devon Meadows was sent out to take possession of the football. I've got no question about that. And it worked when it worked, but when it didn't and it went to ground, Pearcedale were able to come through, take possession, and they looked dangerous when they were up forward. There's no question. Yeah,
look, both sides now, obviously, with a week off, it's a chance for both sides to sort of reflect, and Pearcedale coach Justin Hamilton will sort of get there and just have a bit of a look, and or as we've been calling him, Boris. Of course, his nickname is Boris. So he'll have a look and he'll take some positive signs out of that today. But when they had a real opportunity, I think they had a chance to go back to maybe within a goal. They centred the ball. Torble was there, didn't go hard enough at the contest. Devon Meadows take it down the other end and kick a goal.
Yeah. That was probably the point where the game was over, wasn't it, Vossi? And I think for me, Pearcedale just a little bit too cute to start off the season. It was a pretty wet, heavy football towards, definitely in that third quarter. They couldn't afford to take those chances and do that cute little stuff where Devon Meadows, very effective going long, possession football, and of course taking home the win today. Vossi, on behalf of Woolworths Coringal, make sure we get down to Coringal, Woolworths, and support them. We have to give a play of the day. I'm not too sure what it is. Sus, I'm going
to jump in, and look, it's for anything that happens around the ground, and I just for the play of the day. And just people doing stuff
BAG
around clubs.
Dave, you're talking BAGs was
no, we're talking
Joel
player
Hillis. I'm just saying,
just
in regards to the best player, I reckon Joel Hillis was Devon Meadows' best player today.
Well, if that's the case, then Eliza Meats parcels coming his way. But the play of the day, and people that just help around clubs and really support clubs, is Sharon Bravo. I reckon, fantastic job around the club. She did a bit of stuff for us today in getting the player team sheets and all organised and all that. And this is what the Woolworths Coringal $100 vouchers for. It's about people that put in and just trying to get that over the line there, and well done to her.
Yeah, no, that's a bloody fantastic call, I reckon, Suss, and it's not, and we have the right to give it to whoever we bloody want to give it to. So,
Correct.
Shaz, you take home the Woolworths Coringal $100 voucher, so well done to you, and you did a great job. We probably would have been calling out the reserves team, Vossi, because while you were not here, she come and said, I think you've got the wrong team sheet. She gave us the senior team sheet and took away the reserve team sheet. So thanks to Shaz, of course, taking home the Woolworths Coringal. And Vossi, you're absolutely correct in your player of the day. And of course, Kev down at Eliza Meats supplying us with a fantastic meat tray. We'll arrange with the club to get that to you, or if you want to give the station a call, and we can arrange you to go and pick up your meat tray. And that player, Vossi,
is Joel Hillis, number 3 for Devon Meadows.
Number 3 for Devon Meadows.
Maybe we should give it to Neil Craig and maybe test Neil Craig and see whether or not he gets it back to his team, to his player.
Well, we do see Neil Craig quite frequently. But look, what a fantastic game of football today, Vossi. A good, hard, high-scoring game of football. It was great to be a part of. We might wrap it up, I reckon. Suss, what do you think? No worries. Well, look, on behalf of Vossi and myself, Vossi, I know I don't have to speak for you, mate, but I'd like to thank, of course, Suss, Peter Susovich, our producer, master button pusher extraordinaire, and what other station manager would you know on this universe that's happy to go and sit out on the back of a Hilux Rogue and operate the camera? And of course, John, a master volunteer for coming down and supplying us with some stats and some around the huddle discussions. To our sponsors, Bendigo Bank, Woolworths Coringal, Ray White Frankston, Brighton Auto, Battery World, fantastic. Go and support the guys down at Battery World. Eliza Meats, Bendigo Bank, I think I already mentioned
the best meat in town, Eliza Meats.
The best meat in town, there's no question. Look, and of course, Pearcedale Football Club for hosting us today. They were more than obliging. Vossi, you got anything to add to that?
See you on Good Friday.
Yeah, look, absolutely. We are coming back to you live from Langwarrin Football Club, where we'll bring you the live game there between Langwarrin and Seaford. Thank you. I've had a big day. I've been up very, very early, so I'm going to sign off. You have been listening and watching RPP FM, the voice of Peninsula Football.